My mic's still muted. What's up, people? Let's see. The music at a good volume compared to my voice. Looks like it's probably fine. Yeah, I'm trying out the starting soon screen. Obviously, it's a little basic, but I just threw it together before the stream because I was like, I gotta eat some food right before the stream starts, so why not do it? Give some people some time to file in. See what's up. I also want to have chat on there. Thank God for the new patch. Yeah, it'd be It looks like there's a lot of really cool changes in here. I looked over this earlier today, listened to Mort's video on it. And it looks really cool. Well, also, you guys can see, I have chat. God damn, every time. I have chat over there on the left. Give me a straight finger point. Yeah, that's a good point. That's like a thumbnail point. But yeah, I got chat over there. So it'll look like really good when we're in game because it'll just be in that little square. But should be pogged up. But yeah, now we'll have chat added, and I just have to be fast. I mean, no one ever says anything bad in my chat. The worst thing I get is like spam bots that say, "Want to be famous? All the other popular streamers are doing it right now. Buy viewers and subscriptions. You'll blow up for sure." So tired of facing Super Yumis? Yeah, they killed that comp, man. They just took Yumi out back. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost too much. I get to be famous? True, yeah. Now if you type in chat and it's a tuber, you'll be in it. I don't have YouTube chat added yet. It's just Twitch chat right now, which is another incentive for people to watch on Twitch, I guess. But I'm going to try to add YouTube chat and have both of them added. But right now it's just Twitch chat. Is there an old yellow version for a cat? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, once I start, it'll be fine. I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine once I like start clicking through this. It'll be a little bit annoying, but it's all good. I've been having fun with first aid mascots. Gonna be sad for lower silver augments. Yeah, it's kind of weird. My homies hate the cat. The dog barking outside. I got my window open. It's kind of nice outside today. Should I close it? I feel like it's gonna get even nicer. It's gonna be like outside temperature-wise. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go and review it through this. Like the other way I could do it is like pull up the actual patch notes, which like, I don't know, they just don't look as fun, you know? Like you can read through it like this, but that's not fun. If you like go through it here, he's got like the colors and stuff, and he's got them all in the sections. So I'm just gonna go through the slides like this. I've done a few of these patch reviews, but not too many. Yeah, the more presentation is really nice. The only thing is that sometimes presentation doesn't match up exactly with what the changes are, so hopefully that's not the case here. If they're not, I don't know, probably someone on YouTube will correct me. But yeah, let's hop right into it. What's up, guys? It's Eric here. We are reviewing patch 13.1 of TFT. These are Mort slides of all the changes, so we're just going to talk through every single little thing that has changed in this patch, and hopefully it'll be a good time. This is Beer, hope you're well. Patch looks like it'll be fun. Yeah, I think it looks really, really nice. How's it going, man? It's been a sec. But yeah, I like a lot of the changes. So let's start with just the systems changes. First one is that Krugs are now guaranteed to drop at least 2 item components. Just sort of like an obviously nice quality of life. Sometimes more than quality of life can like swing your entire game thing. You know, in the past, sometimes there'd be situations where you're stuck on like 2 or 3 item components the entire early game. If you low roll early items, play Lost Streak Stage 2, and then low roll Krug items, because like getting an all gold opener can be a good thing. But if you get an all gold opener and then no items opener Krugs, it becomes really, really hard to stabilize. Get like 1 item component there, and you're stuck playing with like 1.5 items the whole game. So this is really nice, just to decrease the low roll situations. I love that. This is something interesting as well. So they're adjusting the augment distribution. So there's going to be less silvers, less prismatics, and more golds. There's going to be a gold augment in 92% of your games, which is, I don't know, kind of wild to me. It means that if there are any really egregious gold augments, then it's going to be really obvious. They're trying to fix some of them. So like, if you look at augments right now and you look at just gold ones, there are some like Ludens that I think are like really, really insane. I guess we could just go by average placement. Yeah, like Ludens is kind of insane. I've said 2. I didn't know it was actually this is from the new patch. Okay, because I was like, why is their sample size of 13? But yeah, like if we look at the last patch and look at like some of the more egregious augments, I mean, they're really not that gross when you think about it in a grand scheme of thing. Augments ranging from a 5.21 from a 4.01 is like honestly pretty good balancing. But you know, something like Blue Battery or earlier Brawler Crest, you know, if there's something like that on the new patch, it'll be kind of sus. But yeah, love Less Prismatic. Not sure about the rest. Less Prismatic is a big win for me. Nerf Loons is that high? I don't know. I mean, it's like the sample size is 16 games, so I don't. You usually can't draw too much, but I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really love super heavy prismatic lobbies, so I agree. Like moving it down to golds is pretty good. It just feels like maybe more of the games will be like the same. You know, like prismatic games feel distinctly different, but like 1 in 5 is fine. Blue Battery is removed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I believe Blue Battery is removed. I think that's later in the stuff. 16 games is a ton of games, true. But yeah, so I think that's a good change. They changed some of the specific augment setups, so like Hero Prismatic Silver is now Hero Prismatic Gold. So if you have the augment flowchart, which I always bring up, if in the YouTube video of this, if someone needs me to link it, then I will. But you can also just go to Kana's Twitter and you can find it. But you know, like the augment flowchart now, one of these options, which one was it again? It's the one that ends in silver. Hero Prismatic Silver. So Hero Prismatic would always give you a last silver augment. Now it's always going to give you a gold augment. So pretty interesting. And I think in generally, I like the changes here. The hero armories now have a 5% chance to be all three slots 5-cost champions is interesting. So 1 in 20 being all 5-cost is really interesting. Those are gonna be some crazy games. So I guess like, I don't know, like prismatic lobbies, like 15% less games are prismatic, but at the same time, there's a 5% increase in like, I mean, it's not actually a 5% increase, but it's probably like a 4-point-something% increase in like a crazy game when you have this. So I'm kind of down for it. There's no good reason for the game to not show you the odds of augment type in the UI. Yeah, that's just the kind of stuff that like, I don't know, it's just probably too clunky showing UI. And then the other one they changed is this carousel, where if you guys know, like sometimes it would start, there would be a carousel that's 3 tiers, 3 gloves, and then just 3 random components. Now it's going to be 3 tiers, 3 gloves, and 3 belts, which is pretty interesting. I mean, I think these are all pretty reasonable starts. I still don't really love the glove start. Like tier and belt start is probably pretty like fine. And I mean, like glove's not bad either. So I generally like this change as well. It's pretty interesting. He was talking about in the video how there's some issues where like sometimes the start would be like 6 tiers, 3 gloves, which like fair enough. You know, if your first carousel has like 4 or 5 tiers on it, it just like kind of skews the game a ton, because then so many people have the ability to play AP, and like the lobby ends up just being like 7 people playing AP. Maybe just like every person gets a tier. But yeah. Sample size won't be valid for a few days of the stats. Yeah, probably 1 or 2 days. Yeah, I feel like Friday's usually when stuff is like pretty stable. Okay. Let's go to the next slide, please, God. So more dog talk, peepo talk. This is just visualizing. Man, this music sounds so loud to me, but I think it's just because like my audio is high. Oh yeah, my audio is high as frick. Let's bring that down just so that like I'm like it's blasting my ears. Real people start tier for redemption. I don't make the rules. It's like I don't know. By your text, it sounds like you're trolling, but you're like not really that. Like I don't know. Redemption's pretty sick. This is just the same thing, but like showing it in parts, so who cares? All right, let's get into some of the changes. So this is the changes to admin. So they buffed 6 admin, which thank God, because I haven't actually looked at it in the stats, but it feels totally underwhelming. Admin. Hello? This is gonna be on the new patch as well, huh? But like, it feels really bad for it just to be that small increase. Oh, because it's not written. It's A.D.M. That's so bad. I don't even have. Oh wait, it's somewhere up here. Yeah, 6 admin, 4.35. Windows Noise XDD. Sorry. The fact that 6 admin has a 4.35 average placement when you need 2 spats to hit it. That's so gross. And you compare that to something like 8 Brawler, which like I know you need to go level 8, but like still, like that's so insane. Maybe says 6 admin is godly. Interesting. I mean the stats. I mean I'm sure it'll be a lot better next patch. I haven't gotten to play around with much. It's felt underwhelming when I've seen it. But I mean I'm sure there's some admins where it's broken, right? Like surely there's some situations where it is broken. I think admin's pretty underexplored, and a lot of these buffs might end up sort of like placebo, allowing people to get more into it. If you have 3 spats for the 6 admin, 6 renegade comp, it's a first. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty corner case. But yeah, okay. So, okay, and the other big change to admin is that they re-enabled this on-kill thing. You know what, I am gonna bring up my alert box so this is easier for people to see. But then again, I'm gonna have to remember to bring it back down. So this means that it's a team-wide buff. All of your units get this on kill. So if you say on kill, your units get 40 mana. So it's, you know, like if you have a Soraka and she throws her star down and kills a unit, she's going to get 40 mana. Same thing with the, you know, the HP, with everything. It only goes to that one unit. It's obviously not like a team-wide buff because that would be insane. But yeah, this is a really cool cause that I think could enable some interesting comps. Like if you compare it to a lot of stuff, so like for example, you know, one big thing is that it gives it to the entire team. So like generally, let's see, yeah, like you compare it to like on combat start team gains. So like this says on combat start your team gains like 25% AD. You can get that by killing 1 unit. So if any of your carries kill more than 1 unit, it's obviously a buff, but the problem is that like that only starts after you've killed that unit, where this is, you know, starting before. I think it'll be really nice for any comps that like really want to buff up one carry. It is also team wide, so you know, like if you're playing like the brawler comp post nerfs, you know, you could just say on kill units get extra HP or extra like attack speed or something, and then your Jax is suddenly getting a ton of extra HP. If your Jax, especially like in the brawler comp, I think it seems interesting because like Jax is the biggest source of damage, like Jax and Riven, I guess, as well. So you know, if Jax kills 3 or 4 units, he can almost gain like 100 HP in a single fight, which is kind of crazy. Now YouTube can see us. Yep. It's a shame that admin is not so easy to add to your comp. How are you going to make a random Camille or Blitz work? Yeah, I mean, getting in 4 is difficult, but slotting in 2 is not too bad. From HP, getting nerfed is sad. Getting an active 2-1 is always fun, or 1-2 is always fun. Yeah, but come on. But yeah, like William on YouTube talking about on kill seems insane on Camille. Yeah, like Camille, and you know, especially if you get her augment or if you just stack her up with like IE BT, you know, she throws out her ability, kills 2 units perhaps, gets an extra 25% or, you know, 50% AD. Problem is that's after you've killed those units, so it's like kind of win more. I don't think this will be broken. I think it's best with something like permanent HP or like gold, where like if you're stomping, you get a bonus to your team. But the problem with like getting extra AD after you've killed a unit is that like I'd be curious, like after you've killed a unit, what's your chance of winning a fight? Because it has to be like 60% or higher perhaps, because like there's some fights you lose where you kill 0 units. So yeah. So unkill trigger with target dummies or CZ route minions? No clue. I have literally no clue because they just enabled it. I feel like yes on dummies and maybe on ZZ route. Okay. And then some other just changes to admins. They're buffing when admins drop below 40% because this was garbage. If you ever took this, I don't know what to say. It still feels like such an underwhelming like way to trigger a buff. Like, oh my god, my Soraka, when she drops below 40% HP, is going to gain some extra AP. It's a lot of AP, but she's probably like about to die anyway. Mort did say that next patch they're going to buff this so that it's like when they drop like 66% HP, which I think will be a huge change. But like right now, not great. What's up, Sunny or Lemillion? I was just reading the Hero Academia manga today while I was at the gym. Hog, I saw your name. I was like, oh yeah, I read your message, but then I saw someone at you. Okay. On Allied Death, getting buffed, I think generally makes sense. This is another one that's pretty underwhelming because in a similar way to this, after one of your units died, I think your % chance of winning a fight decreases as well. This also doesn't interact well with like Dark Star or like Syndra units that have been thrown in, or even Zac blobs. It doesn't count anything. It just counts your team. So you can't really like abuse this as you could abuse like the old mutation in the past. So I still think like this is an underwhelming way to get stats, but small buff I think definitely makes sense. When spellcast, admins gain some extra HP, I think is fine. Or heals extra HP, I think is fine. On combat start, admin gains AD, that's going down. I'm so sad, because I haven't got a chance to try out Camille reroll with this. But I mean, I think this is kind of egregious. If you see this as your first admin, you can kind of try to force Camille reroll where she gets an extra 60% AD. Like, what? So I think it definitely makes sense to nerf this. The combat start team gains definitely makes sense nerfing as well. This is sort of like the best one on combat start, which means you're gonna get it every game, you know, every single fight, and it's for your entire team, so it's guaranteed and it's good. So yeah, I can see nerfing this. The gold drop ones, and now remember, for people who like are just trying to slot 2 admin to your comp, you're never gonna see gold drop until you get 4 admin in. So that's why, like, if you're wondering like why you haven't seen this, it's because you have to get 4 admin in to get the gold drop. Every 5 seconds admin gain 25% gold drop seems so fun to play around, but I don't know, maybe with these buffs it'll be more reasonable to play around like 4 admin, like taking admin's bad at the start. I don't know, we'll see. Every 5 sec team gains permanent HP, obviously had to be nerfed. This was egregiously strong in the Jax comp. You see this, and I'm forcing Jax when I hit this, and then my brawlers are finishing the game with like 6k HP. So yeah, definitely makes sense to nerf it. Every 5 seconds team gain, increasing the attack speed is interesting to me, because I already thought this was pretty decent, but it is like a slow scaling one, so it's not too insane. And then the gold drop is also, what is this? I don't understand. Every 5 seconds admin gains gold drop 25%. Every 5 seconds team gains gold drop 12%. Does that mean that each unit has a chance of dropping gold? I thought this was just a percent chance. But are you telling me that like every 5 seconds each admin has a 25% chance to drop gold? And say, I mean, you have to have at least 4 admins in, unless you have like the +1 admin. So every 5 seconds you're dropping 1 gold? Isn't this insane? Isn't this also insane? I want to play with this. Fuck. I'm never gonna have 4 admin in, but that's nuts. All right, I've legit like barely played 4 admin at all, so I guess that's why I haven't seen this too much. But yeah, that's nuts. All right, let's continue on. Okay, talked for a lot about this. All right, big changes to traits. Aces getting buffed. Misfortune is being changed a lot this patch, but small buff to Ace I think is good. Buff to Draven I think he's an underwhelming unit. Buff to Samira actually, who I think she's slightly underwhelming as well. So I think this is pretty, and also Mordekaiser. I think this is completely reasonable. Brawler nerfed at 6 and 8 brawlers. You have to. You absolutely have to nerf this. It's too gross. Like, so they're losing. It's a big nerf, right? 21% of their HP is they're going to lose, or you know, like the bonus. And then like 5% at 6 is whatever. So like this only nerfs the like high roll get +1 brawler played brawler at 8. I think it'll still be strong, but not so egregiously strong that it's just like very high percent chance to win the game. Like once again, playing at this stuff, 8 brawler, which is very, very easy to achieve, 3.49 average placement. That is unreasonable when you only need 1 spat to get there. That's unreasonable. So I think that makes some sense. Jax, no, yeah, they're hitting the Jax comp. This is too much. Okay, so duelists are getting changed. The max stacks is going up, but the attack speed per auto is going down. So at max cap, you're still getting 60% attack speed at 2 duelists, and at 12 or at 4 duelists, you're still getting 120, right? And then once you get to this is 200, and then it's actually nerfed once you get here, right? Because it's 200 attack speed at 6 duelist, max stacks here, and here it's 16 times 12, which, quick maths, I don't know, my times table's that high, 192. So only an 8 attack speed nerf. And then 300 versus whatever 24 times 12 is, 288. So small nerfs at max stacks, but the big thing is that it's going to take you longer to get to max stacks. So I think it's a pretty reasonable nerf. Vertical Duelist was obviously quite strong. Still allows you to get a lot of the power in Duelist, just not as quickly. Oh shit, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Or the, yeah. Vulgar 2, thank you, thank you. Death to Brawlers, Long Live Anima Squad, 13.1 hype. Pog. 9 months! That's a baby. Thank you, thank you. My god. So yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. Laser Core buff, thank god. This trade is such a joke. Feels like, it's insane how weak 6 Laser Core feels. I was watching Spicy Appies. Or is he just Appies now? For like a 6 Laser Core game, he hits his 6 Laser Core power spike, and he's like, I think I spike here, and then he just loses every fight after that. 4.66 average for 6 Laser Core is like egregiously low. Oh yeah. So yeah, I think this buff makes a lot of sense, and then nice buff to 9 Laser Core so you can actually like win games. Pog, Celandine, Pog. I'm happy for you, you know, regardless if you can't catch more streams, that's dope. Okay. Mascot, big nerfs. I was talking before we hopped into this about how they just took Yumi out. They took her out back. Like, this is a huge nerf to Mascot, especially like 6 Mascot, 6.5 to 4.5. It's like almost a 33% nerf. 3.25 to 2.5 is like, what is that? Like a 25% nerf? A little bit less than that. But like, huge nerfs across the board. They like don't want this comp to exist, which like all good, I guess. And it remains attack at 2. I still think Mascot is, I mean, like Mascot is like one of the best front lines early, so like having it stay intact at 2 is kind of surprising to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see how you make Mascot comps work with this huge of a nerf, but maybe it's still strong. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But this is an insanely big nerf. So yeah, Recon. Oh god, bless Mortdog. AI updated to better avoid crowds. So you're telling me my Kais is not gonna dash to safety into the middle of the board and get Fiddlesticks ulted? Are you sure? I don't know if I can deal with that level of change, Mortdog. But like, yeah, we'll see. Because like, it's so funny. Someone brought up this point. For anyone who played, it was set 6. Set 6 Kaisa had an ability where she would dash to safety and then ult. And they were like, let's make it worse so that they don't actually dash to safety, maybe because they thought it was going to be so broken. But like, if it's so broken, then just hurt the numbers, right? Like, there's no way that it should actually be like, yeah, Recons, they're supposed to dash in the middle of the board. Like, that feels so bad. Like, you feel like you should cut to Recon because it's actively making your board worse. So love this change. I cannot wait to play Recon with this change and actually feel like I'm adding a benefit to my team, adding 6 Recon. Supers, once again, out back. 2% nerf to the base damage, and then a 2% nerf for every 3-star? Every 3-star? You're telling me. So like, you think about like a standard like Yumi comp. If you hit every single thing 3-star, like best case scenario, that's 6 units, right? Like, you're not hitting Alistair 3-star, you're not hitting like Nunu 3-star or anything. You have 6 units that you're hitting 3-star, so you're losing 12% plus the 2%. You're losing 14% damage to your entire team as a percent of like how much damage that normally would have been. Like, I don't know. That's a huge, like, I feel like it's a bit much. Like, too much of a nerf personally, but I guess we'll see. Super is, you know, like, inherently just makes sense if you're rerolling for stuff. So if there is some kind of broken reroll comp that comes out next patch, maybe you'll still see people play supers with it. I think that's pretty reasonable, but my god. I mean, I guess the thing to say is like, if you nerf this, if this gets nerfed this hard and is still playable, then it becomes obvious like how insane supers was before that. Lee Sin still has good traits, true. What's up, Mirror Dragon? But yeah, I mean, like, that's fair. Lee Sin, like, you can still slot Lee Sin in, but like, slotting in 3 supers is a big commitment, right? Like most you can't just slot in 3 super. You know, you play Lee Sin and Brawler, but you're never like, slotting in supers, even if you hit like Jax 3 Ribbon 3, because it's not worth it. That'll never happen. You know, you're never slotting in supers into Brawlers now, but that's all good. And then Spellslinger's nerf. They're nerfing it at 4, 6, and 8 pretty big nerfs at the higher levels, but that's fair. 8 Spellslingers did kind of feel like an auto win the game. They're nerfing the meteor damage, and they also don't fire a meteor at the start of combat. So actually pretty hefty nerf to Spellslingers. I think this is pretty good. A lot of people, I feel like, we're sort of realizing that AP Flex is really strong towards the end of this patch right now. And so I think, like, if you hit everything else and don't hit Spellslingers, I think it could become, like, a really big problem. So I think this makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's move on to the next page. All right, big champion changes, I think. Yeah, okay. Hope Yumi's comp Edge. I think it's Edge. And then to add insult to injury, they're also nerfing Galio, which makes sense. This was like one of the best 1-stars, like 1-cost units in the game. It's like he was too strong, so pretty hefty nerf. So he now has to auto 7 times to cast, and he needs another 20 mana to get his second cast off. So the chance of Galio casting twice in a fight is really, really low now, and he might just not cast in the first place. And his spell shield gets 50 at 1-star. You're nerfing it by 20%? My god. And then 60 here, and then quick maths, but 95 here? Like, my god. That's insanity. But makes sense, he was way too strong. Silas buffs, big Silas buff. So 50 HP increase, and his spell heal is increased by a lot as well. So like 20 and 130, that's like a 6 or something like that. Yeah, like almost. Like that's a pretty significant buff to his spell heal, which I think makes sense. Yeah, I don't click on this unit this patch. Does anyone click on this unit this patch? I certainly don't click on this unit. So I am looking forward to a world where I click on this unit. So I think that's great. And Silas's best friend, Talon, another unit that I click on rarely, but I click on him sometimes, is also getting some pretty hefty buffs. So 0.05 attack speed is just really nice for any unit. Casts a lot, does a lot. And then a little bit of an increase to his spell damage. I think Mort was saying they're worried about buffing Talon too much, because like Talon reroll could be a menace. But I think this buff is pretty necessary. We'll see. Unless Anima 3 early, even then. I was not clicking Silas for miss this patch. I clicked only complete the Anima mission now. But yeah, I like these buffs a lot. And the nerf to Galio. Okay, so this is a big thing they're doing. They're taking a lot of the power out of the spells of 2-star 2 costs and 2-star 3 costs. So across the board, Annie 3 damage going down, Draven 3 damage going down, Fiora 3 damage going down, all the way down to Zoe damage going down. Mordok said this was like a small change. I mean, look at Zoe, for example. That's a 7.75% decrease in her damage. That's like a lot. Like a lot of these are close to, like most of them are under 10%. But some of them are pretty close to 10%. I think some of these are like pretty large nerfs. So I'm curious to see what this does. Maybe we move less into a reroll meta. I think a lot of people thought the patch was a little bit too much on the reroll side. Kais reroll, Vax reroll, any of the super rerolls comps, Yumi reroll. I've played Ashe reroll. It's okay. Reroll Ezreal with augments. Part of the draw of your augments, I think, is allowing you to reroll interesting comps. So I think this stuff should still exist, but I do think like some of these comps, some of these 3-stars being nerfed, I think makes sense. I think they were a little bit out of the line. Isn't there outperforming 3-star 4 costs? I mean, probably not outperforming, but like maybe outperforming relative to what they should be. No, Ashe says no. I've played her. I'll show you my match history. I've played Ashe roll a few times. It's not that bad. But yeah, I think generally I like this change. But like, like Zoe 3, like was Zoe 3 really overperforming? I don't know. I guess I could run my my tool, which pulls all of the 3-star win rates, but like I don't think Zoe was outperforming that hard in the data. If anything, like Alistar, but like the problem with Alistar 3 is not his spell damage, it's the fact that his spell scales with his HP. So like, yeah. And Zoe 3 was hard spat, it was gross. Okay. So maybe Zoe 3's got some legs. I mean, obviously like Sona 3 was quite strong. Ribbon 3 is very easy to get. Kaisa 3, like a lot of these were strong. But yeah, I think some of them were probably like, is Rel 3 really outperforming? I don't know. Maybe with the new comp, the new Zoe or the new Yumi roll comp we're talking about, maybe it's outperforming. Who knows? All right, let's move into the champions. So Annie nerfs, I think, yeah, mean, this unit is the cornerstone of AP. Her traits are just too good. You get to late game, you can often just drop Gadgetian, but her being a 3 trait, Oxforce, Spellslinger, Frontliner, means you're going to play her in every single Spellslinger comp. For the rest of time, you're still going to play her. You're still going to play her. She's still going to be good. But, like, yeah, this comp being, this unit being this good was too much. So yeah, I think pretty reasonable nerf. Camille buffs at 1-star and nerfs at 3-star, so once again, another reason why I won't be able to play too much Camille 3, but I do think, like, Camille 3 caps out pretty high, but it's really, like, it's not that broken. I don't know. I'm a bit surprised to see that it's nerfed, especially with the admin nerf as well. But maybe they think when they nerf everything else, this might overperform, which is a pretty reasonable expectation. Hot take, Annie could literally have no spell and still be used. I mean, she'd still be used. I wouldn't be happy about it. But, like, yeah, you would have to play her as your frontline. You're always going to play her as your frontline in Spellslinger because she's a frontliner Spellslinger with Oxforce. But wouldn't be happy about it. Draven buffs, like I was talking about, this Draven unit just feels a little bit underwhelming. So I think it makes sense to buff him. And then big ol' Ezreal buffs, actually. I think this unit performs very well with his augments. I think they nerfed his hero augments, so this is sort of a compensation buff I think makes sense. So yeah, let's continue on. Anima Squad. Anima Squad. Anima Squad. I don't buy these units. I don't think it's good to purchase an Anima Squad unit when you could purchase a unit that does things. Jinx is being buffed, and I like that. I have not purchased this unit very much this patch. So, buff to her AD, buff to her spell damage. The really awkward thing about Anima Squad, I think, is primarily this Jinx unit. Because what you want to be able to do with Anima Squad, if you want to, you know, like stack a bunch of Anima Squad, play Jinx early as an item holder. If you're trying to play Misfortune as your Anima Squad late game, you have to put your AP item somewhere. You want it to be on an Anima Squad unit. You don't want to put your AP items on Vayne, so putting them on Jinx as an AP item holder, like, that's the intended play pattern, I think. But it just doesn't work because this Jinx unit doesn't do anything. I don't agree. I don't agree this Jinx unit does stuff. So happy to see her buffed. Happy to see her buffed a ton. I had to say Ezreal didn't need the buff because Dragon Spellforce is so good, but yeah, I think they nerfed it. I guess we'll see when we get to the augments. All right. Vi, they buffed her armor shred at 1-star, kept it the same at 2, and then nerfed it at 3-star. Yeah, 70% armor shed on an ability is pretty egregious. I don't see that many people going for Vi 3, so I don't know. I didn't think this unit was too much of a problem, but maybe it was outperforming in the data, so fine. And then just the next piece of it, the final nail in the coffin, I think it's the final one, unless there's more, for Yuumi reroll is Yuumi herself. Range goes down by 1, so you can't as easily keep her safe and snipe backline. But I wonder, yeah, because like now if you want to reliably snipe backline, like a backline corner, you're gonna have to put her second row, which is kind of scary. And her spell damage, 35 at 1-star. The big thing, 90 at 3-star, 90. My God, like they just don't want you to play this unit. I think maybe Yuumi will become the new Don't Click. The problem is her traits are so good that you'll still like play her in like AP, but like I don't know if I'm gonna play Yuumi reroll ever again. We'll see. Maybe there's some way it's still viable, but this is insane. Like this is, I think, too much. But I think Mort said that like this might be too much of a nerf, but I don't know. There's a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on YouTube comments saying this Yuumi comp. Are just still busted scaling? Yeah, but like AP scales off the base damage of the ability, right? So like even if you get more AP, this is like nerfing that, right? You get 100 AP. Now it's not giving you 600 extra damage, it's giving you 510 extra damage. So like even that's hurt. But yes, you are right. Like if you have a long fight, she might still be able to kill stuff. But like I don't know. That seems egregious. But like this seems like too much. We'll see. I've thought that in the past, and then it's turned out to be completely fine with some nerfs that they've done. So, you know, obviously I trust Riot's balance team. I think they probably do a better job than I would. All right, other big changes. Onto the 3 costs, the meat and potatoes. I mean, I don't know, Yuumi's kind of meat and potatoes. After patch, Silas greater than Yuumi. I like maybe, I don't know. Do we see how Mort said Yuumi is in the right spot? The problem is mascot / supers, XDD. All right, Jax, hidden as AD. hitting his spell's base damage and hitting his spell damage per stack. My God, they don't want you to play this unit. I mean, this is the huge part, right? 5 less AD is like significant, but not too huge. Minus 10 spell damage, and then at like 3-star minus 35 spell damage, whatever. The spell damage per stack going from like 30 to 20 here, or from 75 to 50. It's like a 1/3 nerf basically across the board. That's huge, which means he's not going to scale up into this threat that does infinite damage. He's just going to do like finite damage. Remember the huge Olaf nerfs and he stayed good forever? This is true. You know, like stuff like this can, you know, like this Jax nerf looks big to me, but it might be necessary. Like I said, I trust the right balance team, but this looks like a lot to me. Jax is just kind of like an insane unit, and he fits so well into the brawler comp that like, yeah, he'll probably always have a home. Just because like if you're gonna play 6 brawler, which is a nice vertical, though obviously they're nerfing it a little bit, you want someone to deal damage, and Jax does that very well. So yeah, all of the 4 brawlers should be better than Jax now. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Curious about that, but the big thing is like Jax is a brawler, so you can play 6 at 6 with Jax, where you can't play 6 brawler at 6 with Bel'Veth. But yeah, that's an interesting idea. Heisa nerfs, in addition to nerfing her spell. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I guess you have to sort of compensation nerf this because of the buff to recon, because that's like a really big buff. So this seems reasonable. That's not even a big nerf, right? 5% attack speed. I mean, 10% at 3 stars is pretty big actually. But yeah, I think this makes sense. But yeah. Always only buff other brawlers. Yeah, but I mean, like, you still use them as the front line is the idea, I think. But yeah. All right. Vayne is getting buffs. So they're buffing her AD percent and her spell-based damage. Like, I feel like Mort was talking about this in the idea of like, okay, so like we're nerfing duelists, we're buffing Vayne. She's an Anima Squad, making player in Anima Squad. I still don't really see it. But maybe the changes to MF will make it happen. We'll see. Like, I really don't see this unit. I don't think I'm gonna be playing vertical Anima Squad after the patch, but I could be wrong. But you know, I generally like this. She definitely felt worse than Kai'Sa's, like the main carry in the recon comp, but she did feel nice in like vertical duelist comp. So especially because they're not like nerfing duelist that hard, I could see this like being a pretty sizable buff, especially if you're going for like 3-star main. So yeah. Vel'Koz nerfs. Mort said this like people don't like Vel'Koz. I don't know. I feel like this unit's actually in a pretty good spot. I mean, he's like broken, but like he's a threat that like stuns the enemy carry. Like, isn't he always gonna be broken? I guess making him auto one more time is reasonable. Nerfing his damage, fair enough, I guess. But like, I don't know. I kind of like Vel'Koz being broken. I like being able to just throw a Vel'Koz into my comp, but I think people are annoyed by this, which like, fair enough, I guess. But I don't know. I like Vel'Koz. All right, now for some really, really big changes as well. So for activating Anima Squad because I don't want to stun lock myself. Cage. Yeah, we'll see. All right, Bel'Veth. So some big bug fixes in this patch. Mort said that in the current game, the pre-patch game, Bel'Veth basically has like 5% of the AD scaling that she was supposed to, which is just funny. It's just a hilarious thing. So this is a huge buff to Bel'Veth. So as compensation, they have to nerf her. I think that makes perfect sense. I'm really excited to try out new Bel'Veth, where if you put AD on her, it will actually do anything. So that should be really cool, but they're nerfing AD. I mean, I don't know. I can't really look at these numbers that much because I don't really... I mean, like, say that she scales 95% more with AD, that sounds like a huge buff. So I'm excited to try out new Bel'Veth. She's a unit that I didn't click a lot. I clicked a little bit, and when I did, I didn't feel great about it. Okay, so Misfortune. Spell damage is getting nerfed. This is per bullet damage, right? So it's a sizable nerf, but it's only 5 at each level, so it's like not that big. But her AI is being improved greatly, so she casts towards the largest clump, not just towards her target, and she turns slightly faster, so that you don't have those situations where MF ults one unit, kills them, and then is slowly turning to hit the rest of their comp and just doesn't hit shit, and she's useless. So I really appreciate that. So thank you for that change. I'm excited to try out new Misfortune as well. And I think, you know, the nerf is pretty reasonable. So like, I don't know, the idea of like playing Anima Squad, like maybe you'll play 3. Riven's a good unit. You can always play like Riven Jinx, and then get like Echo Vi in, and then like that's a front line. I just don't see why you'd ever... I don't know, just the buff that Anima Squad gives is so underwhelming. I don't understand why they didn't buff, like, lower value, like, lower number of Anima Squad, but I don't know. Maybe that'll come in the future. Set buffs, big set buffs. So an extra 100 HP is a lot. Decreased his channel time and increased his spells max AD %. Yeah, I mean, this is a unit. This is another unit that I just don't think you click very much on the current patch. You do every once in a while. I top 40 game with Set. Where's my parade? But yeah, not amazing. So this maybe will make people get more into mech. Just play Set more. He's just a nice frontline with like theoretically he's a great frontline. Like Set, Wukong, Leona, eat all those guys, get your Aegis, get your defender, and then play Set. Or until you can hit Leona, Set, Wukong, Jax, and then you like play Bruiser plus Set, or you just solo frontline Set. And he's supposed to be a big beefy guy. What did Set do in that top 4? He tanked for like less than any normal tank would. But we made it. It was a Set 2 of Recombobulator. I had to do it. I had to. Zac buffs. These are like really big Zac buffs actually. So they're increasing his spells HP % and his missing HP % heal by like pretty large amounts. And this one down here is pretty large. The Zac blobs now spawn twice as fast as they did before. And more talked about this. And I'm sure this has happened to you guys as well, there's a situation where Zac is your last frontliner to die, and so he dies, and the enemy team starts running towards your team, and just runs past the bloblets because they're coming out. Which is really, like, odd. Like, I don't know why that was ever how it worked, but this just gives you, like, a lot more frontline. Like, they'll never be able to run to your backline now, because even sometimes now they get caught by the blobs. So I think it's a really big buff to a unit that I already thought was pretty solid. So I think this is, like, almost too much. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, let's look at like Zac average placement, because he's not like buffed by any specific comps. Looks like it's not actually that high. 4.66. Yeah, it's like actually quite low. Huh. I've always felt like Zac is pretty good. I wonder if there's a reason why he has a poor average placement. I guess because you can just slot him into any comp. Or maybe he is legitimately weak. I don't know. But I already thought Zac was pretty decent, so I'm down for Zac buffs. When does this patch come out? It's gonna come out tomorrow, at least North America. I don't know for any other regions. Yeah, for me it's tomorrow. I guess for some regions it's probably today. But yeah. All right, Zed changes, so they're increasing his kill mode time. Now the important thing about this is that when Zed does his little cast, he like aggro drops. So this lasting longer means it's gonna go longer between him dropping aggro, which is like in some ways a nerf, but also like it's a buff because he's gonna do more damage. And they're also increasing his bonus damage by quite a lot, right? 15 at 2-star. On the longer time means he's going to do a lot more damage, which I think makes sense. It always felt like Duelist was a comp. Like, Duelist as a trait was very, very strong, but Zed as a unit was not very strong. So, you'd even see people just carrying Vayne instead of Zed. So I'm happy to see Zed buff. He's a very fun unit to play around. I played a lot of Hacker Duelist Zed, and it's very, very fun. So I'm happy to see Zed buffed. I think he actually was a little bit weak, especially with Duelist. Like, I think Duelist nerf Zed buff is the perfect way to do it. Infirmity just got smashed by Duelist to carry Zed. All right, on to 5 costs. So Aphelios, it's no secret that a lot of people just pick the middle gun, like a lot of the time. I still think there's a place for the other guns, and now there definitely will be, because middle gun is getting nerfed, and then blue gun and red gun are getting pretty reasonable buffs, right? 30%. For like the red gun, and then 25% for the blue gun as like a percentage for this. Like, that's over 10% buff here, over 10% buff here. Like, that's a reasonable buff. I do think Aphelios has felt like one of the weaker 5 costs to itemize. He does feel like just sort of like a synergy bot, and you just play him for sure shot late game and cap out your board. But like, I don't know if you guys were watching a few days ago, there was like all the high challenger players were playing for top 32. And so like Frodan and a lot of players were spectating high elo players in like their last few games before the snapshot for the next big TFT tourney. There was a player, and I do not remember what player this was. It was a prismatic lobby. They took Cruel Pact, went level 7 at 2-2, I believe. And by 3-2, they had an Aphelios 2. They had an Aphelios 2 at 3-2, and everyone said, "My God, Aphelios 2." By 3-5, they were dead. They just lost like 2 fights in a row and died with a Felios fucking 2 at 3-2. So that really solidified to me thinking that like this unit is not as strong as they should be. What's up, another freaking unicorn? But yeah, so I think this buff's reasonable. You see, like, you just look at this page, like, if you just, like, didn't look at anything and you just, like, squinted your eyes a little bit, like, you would just see green here. Like, this is all buffs for 5 costs, which makes sense. A lot of the time, like, people are stabilizing at level 7, so this means that, like, you're not hitting 5 costs. This is, like, more of an incentive to go 8 and 9, I guess, which is reasonable. Once we get to, like, Fiddlesticks, these are huge Fiddle buffs. Once again, like, Fiddle's a unit. I don't know, maybe yeah, like, Fiddlesticks felt strong. Fiddlesticks felt, like, quite strong. I'm actually quite surprised that Boom 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 Fiddle's getting 4 buffs. Like, huh? I don't really understand this. But, like, he can cast again pretty quickly. He's getting extra MR. He's getting extra spell damage. I mean, it's not that much, but it's something. And he's coming alive sooner. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really get this unit being buffed, personally. I think he's going to be too strong. But I guess not that many people are going 8. But, like, I don't know. I'm down to go 8 and put Fiddles in. I'm going to put a Fiddlesticks in every single time I can now. But, yeah. All right. Mordekaiser buffs. I think this makes a lot of sense. I think this unit was just too weak. I just don't think he does enough. So making him cast 1 auto faster makes a lot of sense, and increasing the spell damage. 420. Yeah. But yeah, like, I think that makes a lot of sense. Cinder buff. Cinder's another unit that I felt like in Starter Ready and in Spellslinger, like, was really strong. Oh, this says she has the lowest average placement, so I guess she needs the buffs. But I feel like this is a unit that, like, can cap out your board incredibly high. But she is a little bit difficult to play. You need, like, a lot of frontline to be able to actually play her, or, like, good units to throw in, which means you need a lot of gold. She's almost like a Winmore unit. I do think she is really strong, in theory, if you're playing the right comp for her. On to Urgot. So, we talked about this. Urgot, like, it doesn't feel good to put items on this unit. Urgot, like, yeah, it just feels terrible, basically. So, I think it makes perfect sense to buff this guy, like, his AD ratio and his attack speed ratio, like, maybe you'll actually put items on him now, so I think that's fine. Also, decreasing his spell stun so he's not just a CC, so that makes sense. And then the big change here is they're upping his chest chance by a lot. So at 2-star, that's an extra 10%, and 1-star, it's an extra 3%, but they're decreasing the chance that you find items. I didn't do the math, like, this times this to figure out, like, overall, are you getting more items? I think my intuition is that you're getting less items, but more gold, but I mean, I already thought Urgot was quite strong. This looks like overall a pretty hefty buff to Urgot. And like, yeah, if you're looking at the stats here, like, he's already one of the best performing 5 costs in the game. If you hit this guy early, your game is set. His augment, specifically, Shiny, where you get an Urgot early, like, that is one of the best average placements of any. This is going to be on the new patch, so I'm actually interested to see. But maybe we should just look at the old patch that actually has data. But yeah, like 4.39, it's actually not as high as I mean, it's still high, right? But it's a bit lower than I thought. Windows noise. Look, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, I think this unit's pretty unreasonable. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's fun to play, so I guess I'm down. But I feel like he's gonna have to see some nerfs after this patch. I guess we'll see though. All right. Let's keep going. Items. Okay. So it's another, like, no secret that, like, blue buff is overperforming a lot. It's actually, I've heard from some people that blue buff is bugged right now on AP champions, that, like, and this is just completely hearsay, and, like, lots of TFT players will just, like, say stuff that's just wrong for fun. Not, like, on purpose, but just like, oh, I heard this guy say this thing, and then someone else says it, and then someone else says it, and then eventually it's just like everyone believes it, but it's not actually true. But I've heard that, like, if you put, like, blue buff on Talia, for example, when she kills a unit, she's supposed to get 10 mana back. I've heard that she gets 10 mana back for every unit that she kills, which is not what is supposed to be correct. If that's true, then, like, hopefully they bug fix that, 'cause I didn't actually look at it. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, nerf to blue buff makes a lot of sense. It's, like, actually just so solid in the set with so many low mana cost units, and also units like Talia that, like, they just want to cast early on into a fight, and they, like, own units. Declaw buff, I think will be good to
deal with like potential AP meta if like, you know, a lot of the other comps come out of the meta, like maybe there'll be more AP, but like, I don't know. I don't think the meta will be too AP heavy. I mean, I already think this item's fine, so I'm kind of surprised about the buff, but maybe it performs poorly in the data. GS nerfs, this is like just the best generic slam in the game because you can play it in any comp, so I think it being strong is fine, honestly. Like, it doesn't upset me that this item's strong, but okay, I can see a nerf to it. Gunblade, this is an item that, like, not many people are building, so I think the buff makes sense. IE buff absolutely needed. Like, no one's building this item just because I don't think it does that much. So an extra 5% AD should help a little bit, and then Radiant items, I really don't care that much about. It's like how often you see those. So, yeah. All right, let's go into Augment. So, big thing here. Blue Battery, built diff 1, Double Trouble 1, gone from the game. They're out of here. Blue Battery was just too strong on AP boards, and these two, I think Mort was saying they were like kind of traps. I don't think they are, but maybe I'm wrong. I feel like built diff 1 was kind of, yeah. But what about Double Trouble? Yeah, it's still kind of a trap, 4.69 average placement. So I think like, yeah, the benefits were just not enough to build around. So that's fair. Built diff nerfs. I think theoretically built different is strong. I haven't got a chance to play it too much. Yeah, like the stats look pretty good on it if you take it first. I haven't got to play it too much, and when I have, I've just like not done that well. So, I mean, obviously, like the stats look like it's a reasonable nerf, so I think that's fine. But yeah, feels bad that I haven't gotten any broken built diff games. Double Trouble nerfs reasonable as well. That's just a very strong one. Electro Charge, another really strong augment. Yep, all good. High Roller, just with the fact that you can use it on threats and hit 3-star threats so easily, is insanity. So yeah, I think a little nerf to that is good. Jeweled Lotus, yeah, this is just like sort of like a universally good augment now that AD abilities can't just crit every time, so nerfing that I think makes perfect sense. Ludens, speaking about just like AP augments, like Blue Battery was insane, and Ludens was also insane. So nerfing it just late game I think makes a lot of sense. I think fast nerfs, I'm actually curious to see what the stats on Think Fast are, because obviously it's like a sort of a skill reliant. But yeah, like the stats on it look disgusting, actually. My god. I guess you're just supposed to take this every time. I mean, I've taken it before, and like, it always feels so strong to me just because you stabilize so hard, even though I'm not even that good at rolling. So, yeah. The real 1 buffs, I think, good. This augment just felt sort of underwhelming, and then Trade Sector plus nerfs, good as well, I think. Like, this was one of those augments that I would just take like every single time. So good that you nerfed it. All right. Okay, so hero augment changes. I'm gonna go through these kind of fast because there's a lot of them. And you know, you're not gonna see them every single game. Lee Sin's carry augment, his one before was just garbage. Now it's gonna make him cast more, and he's gonna shed all negative effects and heal 18% of his missing HP. I think that's great. I think that's like, that's what you need in a carry augment. The one before gave him like extra attack speed or something. It just doesn't make sense. Lee Sin's not going to kill the whole enemy team. What you want in a carry augment is him to just be an insane tank. So that makes sense. Ash carry. I had a good Ash carry augment game earlier, like a few days ago. So maybe Ash is back on the menu. If you hit this, they're also buffing Ash. So I'm kind of down to play some for Ash. DP carry augment. Yeah, I think this was underperforming. Lulu's get bigger or whatever it is, like that was insane, especially with supers. Nerfing this, nerfing supers means it's a little bit more in line, I think. I wonder if this is even too much, because I feel like with the nerfs to supers and mascots, this wouldn't be that broken, but I guess we'll see. Buffing Lulu's support augment, I don't see people take this very much, so I think that's fine. Lux carry augment getting nerfed. I don't think the stats on this are good. Wait, what? Aren't the stats on this like horrendous? Yeah, 4.61? And they're nerfing it? That seems odd to me. Yeah, I don't understand why they're nerfing this. I don't think they're buffing Lux anywhere else. This is just a straight up nerf to an already not that good augment. I don't really get this. This one also doesn't perform that well, right? We're just looking at the data. It performs okay. Okay, I guess it's reasonable. I'm surprised that they nerfed these. They don't seem egregious at all. This one just seems downright bad. Renekton carry augment does seem downright bad, so I'm happy they buffed that. Ella's carry augment, yeah, I just don't think it does very much. The damage increase is going from 180% to 150%, so it is a nerf, I believe. 150, 180? No, it's 180 right now, right? If you hover over this, 180. So I think it is a nerf. But yeah, I don't get that. I don't know, maybe it's a typo? Not sure. Wukong, Oh yeah, this is recharge or whatever it is. Like, yeah, this one was egregiously strong, so I think that's good. Any carry augment, yeah, you basically never took this, and they're buffing it so it can proc much more frequently, which is pretty cool. You can proc instead of 2 times a second, you can proc it 5 times a second while her shield is up. That's the one where she like reflects damage. It's reflector shield or something like that while she's shielding. So I think that should be very, very fun. Ezreal carry, okay, so yeah, they nerfed Ezreal carry augment by 5% AD and AP and attack speed, which I think is pretty reasonable. And they nerfed Raider spoils. It now doesn't give gold anymore, which I think makes sense. That augment was good enough without it. Flex augments perform on Gold Plus. Maybe they were would be even better this patch, so their augments get worse. I wonder, am I looking at... No, I'm looking at last patch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's very... Yeah, I don't get those. But yeah, like, Raider spoils definitely need to be nerfed. This was like one of the strongest augments in the previous patch. Same with Vi's support augment that just buffs your entire team's HP. It's just too strong. Yasuo carry augment was also an outstanding, and the Yuumi carry augment still going to give you all that crit chance and make your spells crit, but bonus AP 30 to 5. My god. So yeah, I think they hit a lot of the really, really strong carry augments, or the really, really strong hero augments here. So I think this is like perfect, basically. I just don't get the Lux one. All-Star carry augments buff. I think it's good because I think those augments suck. I feel like they kind of still suck. I really feel like this is not that much. I don't know. Mort's talking these up, so I mean, it's a big buff, right? A 50% increase in the mana regen, 50% increase in bonus HP, but like, I don't know. Lux Carrot helps super stabilize early and allow people move in a good late game spellslinger comps. I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. I don't think that's true, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. But yeah, I still don't know that I'm going to take these that often, but I guess I'll feel a little bit better now that when I do. We got support augment and a lot of the Rammus and Cho'Gath augments. Yeah, they just perform. They're just too strong. Getting them early is really strong. You can fit them onto most boards. You can play reroll with them. Very, very good. Another really insane one was Sona's carry augment. What is it called? Power Grid? Where she gets 3 beams and 30 extra AP. Yeah, lowering this to 10 makes perfect sense. It's too much. Main carry. This is actually a buff, I think, and it's just a typo here, which I think makes sense. This augment's not that strong. Class support augment buff. Yeah. ASOL support augment. Haven't seen this too much, but he said it was overperforming. And this one is called the Velvet. Like, is the Velvet really that good? The one that makes Voidlings? I mean, I guess she's getting Void Mother. It actually does perform pretty well. And Velvet is probably getting buffed. So, okay. I can see it, I guess. Yeah, I don't care why this is red. I'm pretty sure this is a buff. The Samir support augment, yeah, I think was really strong. So, nerfing that is good. Nerfing both Talia augments a decent amount. Yeah, these are too good, and they give you a Talia. Zed augment nerf. I don't know. I didn't think this one was too broken, but all good. The Aphelios support item one that gives your entire team AD definitely seem very strong. But this the carry augment with armor shred, yeah, definitely underperformed compared to the other one. This Vayne will be broken. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff coming together for Vayne to be strong. That's interesting. Yeah, the Fiddlesticks ones you like basically never take, so that's all good. Definitely buff that. Nunu carry and the Cinder support ones are also performing, so cutting those as well. I think, yeah, they hit a lot of the really strong augments. All right, some small changes. They buffed up. It's 6 animals. I legit don't play this shit. No, it's 3. Is it 7? It's 357. I legit have not played any vertical Anima Squad this set, so I don't even remember this. But yeah, like, I don't understand why they didn't buff 3 and 5 personally. Like, I feel like this trait just doesn't do anything. They nerfed it, like, it was like 15% or 20% on PV, and then they nerfed it. I don't know why they're so afraid of Anima Squad being a trait that you would ever want to play. But sure, it's a buff to 7 Anima Squad, but I'm never going to play 3 or 5, so, like, yeah. I don't know how we're going to get there. Oxforce buffs. We love Oxforce. It's, I mean, I think this is a pretty reasonable buff. Just a little buff to the attack speed, and Oxforce was definitely underperforming this patch. Very few vertical Oxforce players. And then in preparation for that, they're nerfing Renegade, so, like, they don't want to overbuff Viego, which I think makes sense. So, I think that's pretty reasonable. And is there a little buff to Viego? Maybe there is. I guess we'll see. So, yeah. Ashe buff, pretty sizable buff. Now she only needs 5 autos to cast every time, so she can cast multiple times probably. So like Ashe reroll back on the table, baby. Pog. I guess they did nerf supers into the ground, so it's probably net weaker, definitely. Blitzcrank buffs I'm actually a bit surprised about. I think a lot of people talked about Blitzcrank as like a really strong like really strong compared to his cost late game in brawlers. So I'm a bit surprised about the buff. Maybe they want you to play more admins or something. Lux buff, so makes up a little bit for her nerfs to her augments. I guess maybe the idea is that since they're buffing her, they nerf the augments a little bit, so like Lux reroll isn't broken, but like I don't know. Is it gonna be broken? I'm not sure. But yeah. Poppy buffs generally look pretty good. Yeah, I mean I don't think this unit does that much, and I mean there's a sizable buff to the spell shield. Mort was saying the spell shield only lasts like 3 seconds though, so I think it's fine. But yeah, I think this unit's not too broken really, so I think that's fine. Oh, I just skipped over everything. Wait, were there 2 costs that I should look at? Okay, no, it's just 1 to 3. Show nerfs, strong unit. LeBlanc buffs? Wait, really? I think this LeBlanc unit's kind of insane. They're buffing her? Like, she stabilizes you so hard mid-game in Spellslinger. I know they nerf Spellslinger, so I guess it's like power level even. I'm not surprised they're buffing LeBlanc, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I think this unit's, like, really strong. Okay. Well, I'm down to play some more LeBlanc. Nyla nerfs on the spell heal. It's not a huge nerf, but I guess it's just a further nerf to duelists. I don't really think this is necessary, but maybe it is. Rammus changes, nerf a 3-star, buff at 1-star. I guess it's fine. I don't know. I don't feel passionate about this. Big buffs to Senna, right? 80% going. I mean, they're actually small buffs. It's just 2 small buffs, and this is a 3-star. So that's fine. I still think Senna 3 is like pretty strong. So like any buffs to that, I think it's fine. It didn't change share shots at all. So Senna reroll is even stronger. I think that comp's pretty strong when you ever get the spot for it. So yeah, a bit surprised actually at these buffs. I don't think she really needed buffs, but okay, sure, why not? I guess. Don't ask me. Let's go to 4 costs. All right, Acel 3 nerfs. I don't care how many times I'm hitting Acel 3. Samira 3 buffs. I don't care. Soraka 3 nerfs. And nerfing the spell self-heal? Really? And this unit, I feel like, only fits into the brawler. No, I mean, you play her in spell. Actually, she's pretty strong. Okay. I'm down to nerf this, actually. Now that I think about it, she's pretty strong. I think your mic volume is quite low. Only me? Is my mic volume low for... It looks like it's relatively high. Let me check Twitch real quick. Is my mic volume low for... It looks like it's relatively high. Let me check Twitch real quick. Doesn't sound that low. I could bring it closer, perhaps. It seems fine. I'll bring it a tiny bit closer, but I don't want to bring it too closer and blow up people's eardrums. It could be a YouTube versus Twitch thing, but I don't know why that would be the case. All right. Why is Rammus being buffed to Lord? He solos my backline with Vel. I mean, they're nerfing Rammus 3, so all good. Diego buffs. Yeah, this was sorely needed. This unit just not... This is one of those units on this patch where you just don't click him. Like, yeah, let's be real. Come on now. Only 10 damage at 1-star and then 15 damage at 2-star, but you know, obviously he gets the resets and the HP buff makes him a bit tankier. So I like this. I think he needs buffs, so that's fair. New nerves? Like I just don't get. Like if you look at units, like in what world is Fiddlesticks getting a buff and Nunu's getting a nerf? I don't know. I don't really get this. I don't see why they're nerfing Nunu compared to like, yeah, I feel like Fiddle's stronger. My best twinkle, so, but okay. I guess so. I don't think he was really overperforming, but maybe the secret riot data. Small quality of life. When you get coins from this stuff, you'll just turbo suck them up as opposed to having to run around and grab them. So that's nice because, like, you know, sometimes you would get your think fast gold and you would have to run around and pick it up, which would suck. So I like that. Tiny thing though. And then a bunch of bug fixes that I'm just not gonna read. Yeah, never mind, not treating armories as champions is pretty sick. But yeah, that's the patch review. I know it's already really long if I'm making a YouTube video, so hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, check my Twitch down below. Thank you. All right, it's super low to me as well. What the hell? Okay, for everyone who says my audio is low on YouTube, can you go to Twitch and see if it's also low? Let me pull up my YouTube stream and see how it sounds. But yeah, that's the patch review. I know it's already really long if I'm making a YouTube video, so hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. It's on that low? I don't know. Who knows? It's a bit low on Twitch. Did I accidentally lower it? Here, I'll turn it up. Oh wait, but I have this like thing so it doesn't go too loud. Oh, but why is it like this? All right, let me mess around with it real quick. Wait, okay. How about now? Is that good? That should definitely be louder. Let me move my mic. My phone have the volume cranked to 10. Okay. How about this? This should be louder. I just don't want to like peak my mic too much because like that's quite annoying. Okay. Hopefully that should be better. It's better? Okay. We'll go with that then. Here, let me listen to my voice on Twitch. How does it sound? Beautiful? Here, let me listen to my voice on Twitch. How does it sound? Beautiful? Here, let me... Oh, and then I'm gonna go into a mirror dimension. Okay, perfect now? Okay, awesome. Okay, so that's the patch review. I think we're just gonna play some games. Doesn't really make sense for me to VOD review people who are like playing current patch. The only thing I would VOD review is if someone from like OCE or someone is playing on the new patch. I don't know if that's even... Oh? Wait a second. The new patch is out on Korea? Bebe's playing new patch? Alright, what do you guys think? You guys want to like VOD review some Bebe? How long's Bebe been streaming? 12 hours? I'm kind of down to just VOD review Bebe on the new patch. Agree. Oh, and this guy's also live. This guy's like rank 2 Korea. The only problem with this guy's stream is I don't think he saves VODs. It's so tilting. Because he's legit like rank 2 Korea. He was rank 1. But he doesn't save his VODs. Like, what the heck? Alright, I'm down to VOD review Bebe though, on new patch. It's not out on China, right? I feel like China's always, their VODs don't get saved. Wait, no, Bebe's get saved though, right? Ooh. I mean, this one from 2 days ago gets saved. But you are right that his VODs prior to that are not saved. Madge. Only those he talks in English. Huh? Interesting. Well, we could just live view Bebe and talk through stuff. Some Korean law? That's so weird. I think Laser Core Hacker is viable now. Zed and LeBlanc buffs. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it was already fine. Like, you could play Laser Core Duelists. Gotta spam the cat and jacks while you can. I mean, you know, let's pull up like a Shunga stream or something. I don't think it's out in China yet, right? I mean, I won't be able to tell. It just says get all the way to first place. Any knowers? Does anyone know if it's out on China yet? What's up, Misoshiro? It's like there's not a really good way to check. But I mean, it says Bebe says it's out on Korea. I'm down to just sort of like live view Bebe, a vibe. Because I'd rather just like watch Bebe play new patch than play on the old patch. But that's just sort of like how I am. I'm a weirdo like that. We go to like Hwame VODs. Maybe he has a stream from more recently. But yeah, I mean, if anyone knows, if it's out on China, I'm turbo down to review like Hwame or someone. Yeah, like Hwame streamed. But I don't know if a way. What's an easy way to know if the patch is out on China? Like you'd have to look at like some unit, right? Oh, like a unit's mana would be a really good indicator. Like let's look at Hwame VODs. Yumi nerfed in LOL too. Sell a shirt that says delete Yumi, make million. Wow. That's so weird, but like yeah, I've watched some of Bebe's VODs before. Okay, so like this is Hwame stream. Oh wait, this is perfect. They changed Galio's mana, so we can just count how many autos Galio does. And what did it get changed? It's like one more auto now. It's like 140 or something instead of 100 and whatever. So we can just watch how many autos Galio takes. And if he takes more, then they're on the new patch. Oh wait, no, they... Yeah, so now it's 7 autos for Galio to... No, don't sell the Galio, man! Oh yeah, Aw shadowing 5 times is... Oh, he highlighted it. Oh, it's out of 120. That's the old patch. Okay, fuck this then. We're gonna watch Bebe. Okay, 120. So it's old patch. Okay, and that was pretty recent. So yeah, we can either, I don't know, who do you guys want to watch? We can watch Bebe or we can watch Rank 2 Korea. I mean, I'm kind of down to watch Rank 2 Korea. But it would be like live view. So like I can't do this on 2x speed, which is a little bit annoying. But I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. Like I like Bebe's audio more, but I'm not gonna watch with audio regardless. So yeah, I'm kind of down to watch this guy. He's in a pretty interesting game. Oh, he's playing MF. Oh, hey, look at that. He's playing MF, but he's not playing Animal Squad. Interesting. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I kind of want to see this game end, or at least just like I just kind of want to get an idea for where he's at, like what comps. Oh shit! Wait, you guys see that? The top 4 is 2 set players. Like Nerf Nunu, what Ninja? I mean, it's just. Were there 2 set front lines in the top 4? Sets back, baby. Oh, we can see MF's new targeting because there she just ulted it. Oh, look at that! Look at that! She doesn't auto the Leona. She autos here, so she gets killed by the Leona. Interesting. Oh, is he dead? No, he's at 1. Greedy boy. A greedy gamer right there. That's a little scary, but I mean, you can go 9 now. Where is Ao Shin? Oh, so true, honestly. So what is this comp? It's just MF backline, admin. I don't know what the admin is. Oh, and they took Blitzcranks. That's probably a support augment, right? Because they have a gargoyles. Unless they also. Oh no, is it Hook? Or is Hook a support augment technically? I guess Hook is the support augment and this is the carry augment. I think. I just want to make sure I'm not I don't have the birds in the background. Good lord, that's set. True. Oh, the only annoying thing is my Twitch chat is gonna appear over their Twitch chat. Maybe I could move it. Move my chat like up here. Let's maintain. Can we go with Gargoyle now? I mean, I think it was already fine. Let's just move chat up here for now. So the only thing is if anyone like subs, the notification is gonna be straight up in Narnia, but that's all good. But also, tell me guys your feedback on this. I turned off follow notifications for now. Because I know like a lot of people on like the YouTube videos complain about like follow notifications being too prominent. And I think like I'm getting a decent number of follows now, so like it's like not, you know, I'm not squeezing the juice out of every notification. Also, like I imagine some people who follow don't want a notification. And like if you want a notification, I guess you can just like fucking chat. But I don't know. But what do you guys think? Should I keep follow notification? Should I get rid of him? I'm down to okay, and this is an ace. Is that 4 ace? Because they have the ace spat on Asol. Wait. Sussed. This guy's top 4, and he's playing MF Asol, and this other guy's top 4, and they're also playing MF Asol. Isn't that interesting? You're too popular? Pivoting into the superstar mindset. JK, do whatever suits you best. I mean, I'm down for whatever, honestly. So I'm down for, like, what people prefer. Is Patch live? We're watching Korea right now. It's live on Korea. But it's not live on North America, at least. So if you play on the Korean server, it's live. I particularly dislike notifications. Okay. That's a vote. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Hopefully I don't miss the beginning of this game. Oh, he's playing on a Smurf, it looks like. But he's still, like, yeah, rank 2. So all good. Very good player. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. And then if we come back, I don't know. We'll see. But let's watch this guy. I love doing VOD reviews. I love vibing. I gotta go to the bathroom, man. What if the game starts? I'll be right back.
I think it's live on China on 112. 112? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's not for a sec. Okay, also, Kana just tweeted this. Kana just tweeted the new spreadsheet. I'll put this in Twitch chat. The new augment flowchart. So if you guys want to see the new augment flowchart, check it out. I am gonna go bookmark this, but I'm gonna pull it over to the other monitor because what if I accidentally bookmark it and then it shows? Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, but I want to name it something. Edit. Augment flowchart. And I'll delete my other bookmark of the old one. All good. I guess we can watch Bebe while we wait. Oh, nope, this guy just got an game. All right, let's watch this guy then. When my funny game becomes a neural network scheme, Lamau. Come on, it's not that complicated. Okay, how peaked was my voice there when I said that actually? I lost it. All right, let me replicate because I don't want it to peak. Like, does my mic peak at all there? It's not that complicated. Oh, no, it didn't really peak at all. Okay, all good then. I think we're at a good volume. Because I don't want it to be blowing people's ears out. Is the live client playable? I mean, yeah, but it's not the new patch. If you're on an A. I'm watching Korean streamers because they're on the new patch. How do you convince someone 100% outside of TFT bubble that this was not nerd shit, TBH? Why would you lie to them? I don't understand. Don't want to show the ad. They're going to copyright claim me for showing a freaking ad. I love the internet. Wait, I had to dip during the back end of patch runout. What the fuck is Fortune's Favor? What are you talking about? Wait, I don't know. What is Fortune's Favor? Oh, in the patch notes? Like new, Yeah, here. I can post it again. Honestly, I should just post it in both chat. Here, I'll put it in YouTube chat and I'll put it in Twitch chat again. Always ahead of the game, following Sub-Zero. VOD Reviewing Patch before the patch is live. But is that the new game mode? It's like the new hyper roll. But it's like different. Yeah, I didn't really look at it too much because I'm probably not gonna play it. But it looks like you just get like infinite. You like start with 4 costs and 5 costs, and then you get like infinite loot orbs or something. Seems kind of interesting. Okay, wait. This Bebe game looks pretty fun to watch, but also that other guy's about to hop in a game. But also, Baby's 100 streaking with 3 Renegade, 5 Oxforce Talon reroll with no augment. Oh. That looks kind of sus. Yeah, you missed the review. I'm sorry, Cowboys. It'll be out on YouTube. And if you go to the YouTube VOD, you can look at... Oh, also, if you go to the Twitch VOD, you can see it. Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. All right, well, I mean, I think this game's basically done already, so I'm down to just watch the rank 2 Korea guy. But that's definitely a comp to keep your eye on, because that seems insane. What are people's thoughts on the duelist nerf? I feel like they're still going to be really good. Yeah, it's not a huge nerf. But I mean, they're nerfing that. They're nerfing Nyla. They're buffing Vayne. So yeah, I don't think it's like a huge nerf. And they're buffing Zed. Like, I think Duel should probably be in a similar, if not better spot, compared to the fact that like a comp like Jax or like Yumi gets like hard nerfed. So yeah, I think they're in a probably better spot relative to the rest of the game. But yeah. Oh shit. What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here. We are reviewing the rank 2 Korea player. How do I pronounce their name, actually? I'm going to copy this and then Google Translate it. From Korean. Chorin?
Corrine.
Oh, I don't think that's how you're supposed to... Wait.
소리내.
Korine is how... Jorino? Korino? Anyway, oh yeah, isn't like... I should learn like how to say all the Korean letters, because like, isn't that like, you can like learn how to say all the Korean letters in like 15 minutes or something? I should probably learn that.
What comps are you most excited to try with the new patch drops? I'm excited to try Recons not dashing into the entire enemy's team. I'm excited to try Misfortune with her new AI. I'm excited to try Belveth carry. A lot of stuff like Oxforce again. I just saw Bebe playing Talon 3, Silas 3, Renegade, Oxforce reroll, and it looked pretty gross. So maybe that as well. Is Yumi Super's reroll essentially dead now? I think so. The nerfs were really big. Might as well learn Korean at this point. I can't learn it all though. Oh, Brawler Spat? Does he ever just play? Oh, wow. You'd never see that on last patch. Turns down the Brawler Spat with a bow opener. I mean, TG's always good, right? So I can definitely see this. No 2-star units yet. I mean, the bench is quite expensive. You can either hold all these units or make econ. You probably don't care that much about the Yumi with this item opener. As far as item slams, it's a bit awkward, right? Like if you slam Last Whisper, you are stuck with a tier. Like I think it's more reasonable to slam Static here than Last Whisper. You don't really have any direction for a comp though. Yeah, the Yumi super nerfs were insane. Like I don't know, like almost too much. All right, I think it's pretty reasonable you hold all the pairs this turn, make 10 next round, chill for a sec. Is Yumi still being played? I don't know. This is the first full game that we're watching so far. I mean, you don't have to slam an item yet, right? Because like Static's not gonna make a difference in this fight. Oh, my Paradise in this lobby? That was one of the players from last year's Worlds. That's pretty sick. This guy's rank 2 Korea. He is playing on a Smurf that's only like 900 LP Korea. So like, I don't know. He's basically in like bronze on an A, like CD. But obviously a very good player, understands at least the meta of last patch very well. I'm very curious to see how he plays this patch. So, because like obviously so many big changes. UP2. I mean, you can play. He's actually just gonna be here because like obviously you can play Duelist, but then you have to drop out of Brawlers and you have much worse front line. Yeah. So this is what I was thinking: is you just make 10 here, you sell off the defenders. Play this board. Next level, you can ideally hit like Kale 2 or Nectin 2 and you have a very strong board. You can hold one of the Wukongs if you want. Okay. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But like if he wins. But I mean, he's probably not going to win. Okay. Doing some quick swaps. I'm curious, does this, like if you cut Blitzcrank for Kale, I wonder if you ever kill a unit. But maybe not either way. Because like if your frontline dies instantly, it makes it harder for you to kill a unit. Like what is your way of killing a unit on this board? Is it having GP cast multiple times or is it just autoing them to death? I thought it might be just play Kale and auto them to death, but I mean in this board you're not going to kill the Blitz, obviously. Interesting though to think about. Because I think I would play the Kale here. I mean I think it's just because he has TG on Renekton already. Obviously he's not going to like sell Renekton and move TG. And he wants to buff up the unit that has the TG. But obviously, like, GP's 2-star. It's definitely worth thinking about. This is also, I am live viewing their stream, so it's going to be a longer VOD review than normal. It's going to be the length of, like, a whole game. GP cast now? Maybe. Okay, gets the Jackson here. Just a better unit. Oh, check admin. Screenshotted. Picked the right one. Let's see what the right one was. Korean to English. Okay. The left one was start battle, all allies gain 25 mana. The middle one was every 5 seconds your units get 20% attack speed, and the right one is start a battle, your allies get 25% AD. Interesting that he took the right one. Maybe keep the option open because like I think the middle one being every 5 seconds your team gets 20% attack speed seems better if you want to. I mean, he's clearly not playing like Jax, right? I guess the right one keeps the possibility of playing like Camille open. Battle begins, your entire team gets 25% AD. Interesting though. And the left one, start a battle, all allies get 25% mana. That's obviously best if you're like playing into like an AP angle. My comps will be so broken on patch day 1, but I might not be able to play for a few. It's all good. Like, yeah, you can just. Okay, so he takes double bow here, looking potentially to go into Jax. I feel like the middle one was better for Jax. The scaling attack speed for your whole team. I mean, definitely AD at the start of the fight isn't bad. But yeah, taking bow here makes me think Jax. And I mean, He already has the Jax. I'm curious to see how Jax ends up playing on this new patch, actually. Because obviously, yeah, receives some beefy nerfs. Oh my god, and hits a Riven here? You'd have to sell the GP to make income here, like GP on... Oh, Slam's Last Whisper. Okay, so it's not a Jax game. He's not down for that. He just wanted AD itemization. Okay, interesting. Levels up here for the World's Most Random LeBlanc. You just get this back in, right? Yeah, it's better. Even though Jax is a better unit, like getting AD for your whole team seems really nice, especially Duelist. You can't ever like fit in admin Duelist, right? Also, does he consider holding Vayne here over... Yeah, so he's like thinking either a Duelist game or a Samira game, I imagine. Now he wishes he got Brawler Heart. I guess not. I guess he just doesn't care. I mean, yeah, I wanted to actually see him play a Jax game to see how good Jax is on the new patch, but I don't know. Either it's so bad that he doesn't want to play it, or he just doesn't want to play it. But yeah, interesting though. Okay. Up here, I mean, theoretically, you could hold the Riven over Necton. It's stronger for now. It won't be stronger if you 2-star. Yeah, I mean, it is strongest board. Could result in you winning a fight. I mean, you're not going to play either one late game. And I guess if you're holding Riven, does it become hard to make Econ here? Oh, another Jackson shot match. Yeah, actually, because of the extra 1 gold that Riven would be, you wouldn't be able to make Econ this round without selling some important stuff. That's actually probably it. When's the patch live for you? I assume sometime tomorrow morning. Doesn't really matter because I have work, but I'll still be watching streams while I work, probably. Or maybe, if it's a super slow day, I'll just be playing games. Pog, the work from home life. Okay, yeah, he's got to swap the Kale and GP to the same side, so he's just making some... Oh my god. Buy 2, Blitz 2, Renekton 2, Brawler, +1, with Underground in, so he's getting like extra Econ? That's nutty. That is actually nutty. Alright, yeah, you can't kill anything here. At least he makes 20. But yeah, once you slam Last Whisper, you can't really play Jax. So much of that comp's damage is magic that, like, yeah, you're just down a night, especially because it uses a bow and a glove as well. Both are good Jax items, so yeah. You're basically locked into Duelists or Samira from this spot. I guess, I mean, Bel'Veth buffs. Maybe you could play around Bel'Veth. Alright, there's a Renekton too. Still Riven here. Oh yeah, and he ended up selling that Vayne in order to make Econ. I think I was looking at chat when he did that. Pretty good. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, actually. So he's not that interested in the Duelist angle then. He also could have just sold Kale for Vayne. He didn't do that. I mean, Kale 2 probably stronger than Vayne 1. But, like, obviously Vayne has the ability to become stronger later. If he gets an extra gold here, obviously, I imagine that he would hold Yasuo. If he doesn't, then he'll just chill. Another bow. Could be Titans if he wants to play around Zed. And like Titans Camille, or not Titans Camille, Titans Samira, it's not good. Not the worst thing I've ever heard. Blanc pair, but it costs you Econ. Reforge is tier. It's a pretty useless item if you're playing around Duelist, but he gets Glove, which isn't great here either. You chill for a bit on these items. Titans is the only reasonable slam, I think. RFC is not very good if you're going to play around Duelists. Does decide to hold Blanc. Okay. I guess the question is, like, if you don't slam item here, you just have so many components that you're sitting on, I feel like. I would slam Titans here just to get rid of some components. But also scout and see how contested Duelist is. Looks like this person's probably Samira, but they could also just be Duelist and using her as item holder. If you hit a Samira this early, you have good items slammed on her, like, I think it's pretty reasonable to play around it. Him holding LeBlanc kind of makes me think, he'd prefer to play like a Zed game, right? You can hit LeBlanc too early and then just already have that for when you hit Zed. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, no item slam here. Bit greedy, actually. He's taking a lot of damage. 67 HP is pretty low. It was silver start, which means it's like unlikely to be hero, but it still could, of course. Okay, it is hero here. Let's check these real quick. Okay, I don't imagine. Oh, he takes the Jax? Which one was that? Is that evasion? Yeah, it's evasion. He took Jax here. Wow, but he didn't hold the Jaxes earlier, and he slammed Last Whisper. I wonder what he's doing here. Okay, and oh wow, and the second one was Exiles, where they get the extra attack speed. This doesn't make sense to me. Because he obviously doesn't want to play around like Jax Bruisers with these item slams. Oh, Mecha Prime frontline with Set. I did. You got me there. I did forget that Set was a unit now. Samira carry. Oh, okay. I'm picking it up. I like that. I like that. That's a good call. Okay. So it's gonna be a Set frontline. Give evasion to your Set, and then you play around Samira. All right, I'm down. I'm down for this. I mean, that must be what it is, right? He's not interested in actually playing Jax, but you take evasion, gives your team some extra tank stats. Okay, so it's just he wanted to play a Samira game. That's why it's no Titan Slam as well. I wonder if he's forcing Samira, actually, because, like, he could be open to duelists as well. Would final board be with Set then? I mean, surely it's, like, 2 Sure Shot and then 3 Mech. So it's, like, Set, Wukong, Jax, and then it's, like, Samira plus, like, Sivir for a little while. And then, like, what other synergies do you want to fit in? Like, you can get Brawlers if you want. You can play, like, a random Sedge. You can play, like, a Vi and get Aegis in, and then eventually you could get Aegis. You could also get, like, Leona in. But yeah. Oh, yeah, and Samir got buffed, right? Yeah. Vi and Leona. Right. So, yeah, you can play Vi, Leona, get Brawler in, and Aegis in. You just don't have Defender in, which is a little bit sad for your set. But I don't know. I'm curious, actually. I don't know what the final board looks like. But yeah, I mean, surely you're playing 3 Mech, 2 Sure Shot. Maybe you can play 3 Mech, 4 Sure Shot once you hit a Felios. Oh, and then you get in Alistar, get an Oxforce and Aegis with the Leona. But the problem is you have to play Jax the whole game, right? Like, ideally, late game, you would just play Defenders plus Leona, but then you still have to play this Jax. He's holding the Senna. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely a Sure Shots game. He's, like, kind of forcing it from this spot, actually. Curious as well how much he rolls at 7 this game, because he didn't roll at all at 6. He's looking to just go fast 7 or fast 8. He was hoping there's like a Samira with item on carousel. He probably needs sword or frontline item. Wait, if he's going Set, isn't GS really good? Or not GS, isn't Titans really good then if he's playing Set? Why doesn't he slam Titans? Because it's not Titans for backline, it's Titans for frontline. I'm confused about that. Like, isn't Titans best in slot on Set? Also, this song is very quiet. I'm gonna skip. Not the vibe. I mean, it's all lo-fi, but I don't know. I was gonna go to Meta TFT. Set though. Look up Set. They have no items for him on the new patch. Let's look at old patch, but obviously it's slightly different. It actually doesn't look like Titans performs that well on him. Looks like just straight tank items, usually with a redemption and a declaw, because obviously those scales with HP. Okay, looks like I overrated Titans on Set apparently. It says it's his 4th best item according to Meta TFT though. Titans BIS. Hey, what's up, Rishvid? How's it going? All right, he slams the GS of course, and puts the bow here, so it doesn't look like he's interested in making Titans. Like, Titans slots in so well with his items here. I'm so surprised. Because you can, like, Titans frontline here, or you can even Titans KL, and then your last item just becomes IE for Samira. I feel like that's such a good way to use all these components, but clearly he's not interested in that. Is the patch out, or is it tomorrow? I'm watching Korea right now, where the patch is out. In North America, it won't be out till tomorrow. So, depends on your server, right? Yeah, he's already got hero augment, so he doesn't have to worry about like tailoring for hero augment, though he would really love like a +1 Sure Shot, I imagine. Or like, I don't know, is there a mech augment that you want? Probably not. Okay, so I need to reorient my thinking, right, to playing around mech frontline again, because I have removed that possibility from my brain. Okay, here's a Misfortune player using Riven Carry. Interesting, they're not playing Animal School. Okay, and so this is something that some people are even doing on current patch, is 6 Brawler MF. If your admin is really bad, you can just play Misfortune as your carry instead of Soraka. Or did I say 6 admin? 6 brawler MF. Yeah, I think that's quite a strong, will probably still be a pretty strong variation. And then like you could get in, I don't know, what anima squad would you want to get? I just don't think you play it. Is he going for set? Yes, I believe so. It looks like he wants to play around set frontline. But I'm so curious about that no Titan slam. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's just going to level up here. You could just start selling units, honestly. Like, just get rid of this, get rid of GP, put Wukong in. Yeah. And just chill. Then you're going to roll a lot next round. The Jax is good. Like, he could start even selling other stuff. Ooh, I would not do that. Oh, that seems really bad. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just like, if you happen to high roll a Samira 2 on 7, then this feels really bad. Ooh, the spat? That is really useless in this comp. Okay, let's see the roll down. He's holding the Ramesses. There's a Bel'Veth that he wants to hold as well. Rammus 2. Echo. There's a set. Yeah, wants to get Mech in now. And Rammus. Okay. Just plays the Vi for Brawler. Is this the board? Oh, I would keep rolling here for Senna 2 personally. At least. Okay, now we're done rolling. We're done rolling. And you can get the Sedge in. Beautiful swap at the last second. Okay, makes Renans. EG Rammus, of course. And then these are just going to end up being frontline items. Love it. Yeah, sell off a lot of your stuff. I don't think you need MF for Bel'Veth either. I'm surprised he even holds onto these Echoes. Yeah, sell the Echoes as well. And boom. Very strong board and still have 30 gold left. Our set tanked a while, but their set is tanking longer with triple. Oh my god. That is BIS set, I think, according to the stats that I just looked at. That's horrifying. Look at this set 1 just not dying at all. Holy shit. I think we're back into set meta. All it took was a little baby buff to set. Okay, so like there's +1 Mecha Prime, but I don't know. I can't imagine that's very good. You could go Ascension, but you just don't have enough frontline is the problem. Like, you have 3 tank items, or three damage items, so Ascension feels really bad. I think I would reroll this. I guess Portable could be really good. Oh, if you get Anima Visage, aw. I mean, still Eternal Winter, right? Oh yeah, it's always Portable. And then you look for Anima Visage here, because Anima Visage is obviously insane. Yeah, if you hit Anima Visage here, my god. Alright, and then this is going to be like Bramble, or how good is Sunfire set, actually? Is the idea that you just need infinite tankiness? The stats say it's pretty good. This is last patch. I don't know, I'd love to look at the current patch's stats, but like, obviously there aren't very many. This Sunfire is pretty good. And like, Samira is, I mean, it's not completely a front-to-back comp. Oh, this is going to be so good into comps like this, like versus the Samira. Like, I don't know, how does she play into this ginormous set with Eternal Winter? Okay, and he's probably, the problem is he's so low. Like 32, like if he was like 60 HP here, I'm easily just gonna chill the next 4 fights and then send it at 5-1. But because he's this low, does he have to send it earlier? The problem is like he's not gonna have enough gold to hit his board if he sends it at 4-5, right? He's only got 40 gold here. Wukong 2 is nice at least. But yeah, like he could go level 8 next round and then roll like 10 gold. Which seems really bad, especially when you're looking for like Samira 2 set 2. So I think he has to sack, not really sack because his board's relatively strong, but chill for like 3 more rounds and hope he doesn't lose any of them horribly. So what's the spatula you're trying to make in this comp, by the way? So there's Renegade, which doesn't seem very good. Laser Core is buffed. Like, is there any spat you... I mean, I guess he just hopes that there's spat on Carousel. It's pretty reasonable that there's spat on Carousel. Oh, by the way, Reroll player, still playing supers, post nerfs, and they are at 4 HP at 4-3. But looks like they might win this fight. Senna's on the wrong side, so she can't ult through the entire team. This set is lasting so long, but I think he's going to end up going down. I mean, he did go down. If Rammus gets a cast off, this guy might win. Okay, surely Ashe 3 beats Senna 2, right? Oh god, it's close. Oh, that was really close. Oxforce with Aphelios? Yeah, that's not the worst, I guess. I mean, there's just spat on Carousel here, right? Trust. You go Oxforce Leona. The problem is then you have to cut out good stuff. Like, don't you just want to set on him? Oh yeah, Giant's build set? What's he doing? I mean, I guess he knows that guy doesn't want it. Surely it's just Giant build set and you send it for set 2 here. Yeah, I think you just don't make hit him. Almost evasion diff. True. You have set pair here. The problem is you need to hit set 2 to create this Sunfire. Like, if you don't roll down for set 2 here, you're just going to leave Sunfire on bench, which feels awful. But if you do roll down for set 2 here, it means you're, like, sort of giving up on going level 8. At 26, though, I feel like you do roll here. Okay. There's still a decent amount of stuff for you to hit. All the 4 costs. Mirror 3 angle? I mean, you're so low. I just send it to 0 here and try to hit. This is like the worst feeling in TFT, though, when you have to roll in this situation. And then, like, if you don't hit in 50 gold, you just say TFT's a bad game and you go next. But, like, you end up in this situation because his early game, I don't know, he bled out a lot of HP. Are you really holding these Zacs? Yeah, I mean, I guess it's better than Rammus, too. You say hi to my friend? On? Found your YouTube videos the other day and they helped so much. Glad to finally catch you live. Oh, J Scotty, thanks for watching. Anytime someone asks me to say something in another language, I'm afraid it's something bad. I've been asked that before. If that's just your friend's name, then I'm sorry. Alright, 12 HP. This is a scary ass spot. I feel like he's definitely like, I don't know, unless set 2 stabilizes really hard, but he has to hit it really soon. Okay, there's set 2, the Sunfire. Oh, he's still rolling here? What? When will the new patch be live? In North America, it's gonna be like tomorrow morning, probably. Oh no, you have to play Brawler here, I would think. With the set, it's better than this. These guys aren't better until you hit 2-starred. I mean, I guess he just realized he's so low that he has to roll, but I think you're actually pretty stable with this set, too. That with Senna/Strat seems sketch? I don't know. Seems like he's of the opinion that it's a quite strong comp. But yeah, I don't know. This was kind of like a hard force Samira game. And he did miss Samira, so now he's in a scary spot. Does he die here? This is kind of a rough comp to fight, because like all of her damage is in the spell, not in the auto attacks. But obviously she has to auto a lot to cast. He doesn't have like a redemption or anything, so. Or like a declaw. It's a little scary, you know? Oh, what? MF's so smart. He just ulted the backline for fun. He's 12 HP, he's still alive, right? Yeah. He's kind of low. Okay, he's just playing for 4th at this point. The Ashe player went 8th. Okay, yeah, just sells the Rammus because he's like, it's all good. I'm gonna hit. That spat is so annoying, too. Alright, I'm down to watch this game till the end, but it does look like pot 4 probably. But yeah, it looks like the prio on set frontline is a lot higher. I guess we'll see in the next few days if that actually makes sense. But I mean, this set do be looking like a very tanky lad, so yeah, so far it looks like set frontline is pretty strong. God, oh my god. I mean, there's not much for him to hit here. That's a low roll. He's gonna have to build fucking There's not even a frontline item for him to build, man. He's gonna build Gunblade set. Okay, man, you have to send it here for 2-star frontline. Did he skip a Samira there? Yeah, he doesn't care about Samira here. He's just committed to Senna, which seems odd to me. I think you should hold the Samiras, but okay, he hits. And he's just rolling for 2-star frontline now. He doesn't hit that. Okay. So is it Gunblade set? TG, like Zac? Is that the idea? And then you're just JGing like Sivir. I don't know. No one else to JG, really. I think he's just dead here. Like, I mean, it's Senna 3 at least. If he fights someone weak enough, he can live. I mean, his board shouldn't be that weak. I guess he didn't really hit any other 2-star frontliners, though. The fact that he's sitting on Sedge pair, deck pair is Sedge. Alright, that's a 7th. Alright, let's hop over to Bebe's game. See how Bebe's doing. Alright, Bebe's... Oh, is Bebe forcing this comp? Alright, you guys want to watch Bebe? I can't tuber this because it's like in the middle of the game, but I'm down to watch this Bebe game because he played this comp last game and it did really well. I'm down to watch it again. He did not get 8th, true. Alright, I'm down to watch this. This should be fun. Because yeah, he played I saw his board last game was like 6 Oxforce, 3 Renegade. It was actually like 5 Oxforce, 3 Renegade. When does the patch go live? It should be tomorrow morning in North America. It depends on your region though. Like it's like I'm watching Korea right now because it's already live on Korea. So Giant Spell. Be like Sunfire or something. Okay. Is he gonna send it? Like how much does he he obviously can hyper roll a little bit here. But, like how much does he hyper roll here? I guess is the question. Ooh, only 2. Does he just say that's good enough? It looks like yeah. I mean, he doesn't have much to roll for here in terms of upgrades. When you get Renegade in. Oh shit, thank you for the sub, Stockade Kid. Thank you. Like I said, now that I have my chat up here, like in the top left, the notification is kind of difficult. But it's all good. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I should just make the chat and the notification 2 separate things, but right now I'm using the same like thing for both of them. So your little flashy sub animation is like way up in the sky. Like it's like through the roof. But you still get the cool sound. But yeah, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Alright. Comp looks like shit right now. He is getting wrecked and he's 55 HP. But he'll hit soon, right? What is chat talking about? Is that an adult site? Have you guys watched Bebe recently? He's been saying some sus shit. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just, he's been making jokes recently. And I'm like, Bebe, what the hell are you talking about? Also, I'm surprised Renegade isn't better here. I mean, he doesn't have it, but surely he's past a Camille by. Oh, which Alistar augment does he prefer? The 15 mana per second? Not sure if there's anyone worth streaming OS at the moment. New patches live on OS. If Jose Paulo streams, I think that guy's really good. I don't think he's live right now though. I checked because I follow him. That guy's nutty. Bebe's raps are cringe, yeah. I don't know. He's one of my favorite TFT streamers to watch, TBH. Yeah, I don't have anyone I follow. I mean, I only follow like 1 or 2 OC streamers. But yeah, I don't think any of the OC streamers I follow are live. So I'm down to watch this guy and then watch the rank 2 guy as well. This guy, down to watch Bebe. Okay, yeah, so he gets in the Camille plus the Silas here. Because yeah, surely this is better, right? And then you'll just get Yor back in at level 6. But it's gonna be a while before we go 6. Pretty far from Talon. Also the IE. Interesting. I'm curious to see how much of I mean, he may have just had to build that because he got stuck with the multiple swords. Oh, that's so beautiful. The Talon kills that guy and has the mana to jump. That was kind of high roll now. All right. Yeah, I mean it's actually a huge % physical damage. I think like the lower level Talon you are, I feel like the more physical damage it is, but I'm crazy. Admin. You can fit admin in pretty easily into this comp. What was that? Health on kill, your units get 350 HP. Did you take a right one or middle one? I didn't see. Chat. When you kill the, oh my god, get 25 damage on kill, and then at 30% HP, at 35% shield. Surely he picked the right one. I mean, we can also see if he gets the shield. Oh, he slammed Giant's Belt here? I mean, he's going to go for Guard Breaker, I guess. It looks like the right. Oh, yeah. There's no shield. Okay, so it's just 25 damage. 25 AD on kill. He's playing Talon as an AD champ. Weird. Well, he sold these All-Stars, right? Oh, okay. He sold the Fiora pair, I think? Because he's just playing admin now. He doesn't really care about that. And also, I feel like the left one as well. It's like Thrill the Hunt for free. I feel like that would be really good as well. All right, he wants glove here. He's made a big face. Is he looking like he just wants the glove Talon that badly? It's gonna be so long until you hit Talon 3 though. I mean, it is a glove on Talon. You're not wrong. He's got the Alistar and Orb, so he's actually pretty close to Alistar 3. Please no Cow 3 again. Cow 3. Thought we became vegans after the last Cow 3 game, Lamau. I don't know. This is pretty greedy. But I mean, he does kind of... It has to be Guardbreaker since he slammed item there. Awkward. Okay, I mean, yeah, this unit's always better than that, right? Especially because he's pretty far from hitting a 3-star. Maybe it has this thing where he'll, like, roll, and if he doesn't buy anything, he, like, drags a few units from the shop. I don't know. It's just a habit, right? I don't think you can roll to 0 here, even though he's pretty low. I mean, you're 2 rounds from... Yeah, I think I'm down to roll here for an upgrade. He hit Camille 2, and now you're just unrolling. And then you're going to roll to 0 at 4-1, of course, and hopefully Talon 3 stabilizes you hard enough. I mean, Talon 3, Annie 3, Ellie 3, and then you're actually in, like, a pretty good spot. I'm still shocked you didn't take the healing on Talon. I mean, I guess because you have Alistar here, Augment, you, like, kind of have to take... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this on-kill gain AD thing... Doesn't seem... I mean, he's not getting kills, so fair enough. Oh, he looks like he's going fast 8th this game. Hump is looking a little rough. What's he saying?
Not hurt at all.
Something about rolling it. Oh, he's just gonna send it? He has 28. I'd rather stabilize on... oh, he had Talon, nice. It's a huge upgrade. And he didn't even have to roll that much. Kind of high roll. Oh, he even levels for Annie here? My god. He's just trying to play for top 4. This is a really aggro level. But I mean, it does spike his board a lot. For Oxforce and the Annie too. He can roll at 6 for Annie 3, or he can roll at 7. What do you add at 7? You could cut admin, go for 6 Ox. No, you need a Aphelios for 6 Ox, right? There's not one that he's missing. I'm being silly. But yeah, okay. Now the extra AD onto Talon doesn't feel bad. Wait, unless he did pick heal, but I'm pretty sure he picked the... He definitely didn't pick the left one, right? His units were just healing from from CB. Oh, he does have CB, but I mean, still the heal is good with CB. But I guess his thought is that he has CB already, so he doesn't need the healing. I did not realize this for Augment with CB. Fair enough. Okay, so he just says, I have enough healing. I'm just going to play for max cap, give Talon AD on kill, and then he's going to be super strong. I feel it. All right. Bringing the mic closer so I can recline more in my chair. This is some chill vibes. VOD review. Aphelios Leona, right. But, like, he'd have to cut admin then. I don't know how much he cares. Oh, there's only 2 alleys off now. Surely you sell the Zoe, man. Hello? I mean, you're pretty close to everything now. Surely you send it for Alistar and especially after hitting that one Alistar, you just send it for... Oh my god, he actually hit. Oh, he did in the wrong order, but it's all good. My god. Yeah, surely it's Redemption. And then I don't know what this rod item's gonna become. Ionic? That is an Alistar 3 at 4-1. I feel like he high rolled this a bit, but I mean, he's 28 HP, so it definitely makes the game more exciting. Now we can actually make a pretty solid comeback. We can see the cap of this board. Admin, I think, is for Camille. I'm pretty sure it's team-wide, just on kill. Yeah, you can see Talon getting it. But yeah, like, you can't cut Camille later if you want to keep admin in. Unless you wanted to cut Viego, but that just doesn't make sense. Spark for Viego? I don't think Viego's doing any damage on this board, though. But maybe. Once you have Viego too, I guess. Yeah, I could see that being it. I guess he's a nice person to hold your AP items. I feel like you'd rather just hold frontline, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Makeshift, Jeweled Lotus. He already has IE. You get more AD. Wow, he loves his AD on Talon. That's so interesting. This is like an AP unit, but he does auto attack a lot. Like, oh, he just goes 7 here for the Galio. My god. Yeah, I mean, the mascot into Alistar 3 is not bad. That's such a Veve play. Just go to 0 to level here, and then trust that you hit Annie on 7. I mean, also Annie 3 is not that insane of an upgrade because she has 0 items. But yeah, I mean, it's not like you're gonna build a tank item out of this rod. But I was just thinking perhaps like you just take like a chain vest or something to make an Alistar item. Like if you go Ionic here, then I don't know, you might low roll on items later. But yeah, it's a good point about Spark for Viego. I'm curious if he ends up building it. I think Bebe, he definitely likes this comp, right? Because he played it last game. Oh, what? The Rammus interrupted the Talon in his jump? That's the biggest Smurf Rammus I've ever seen in my life. He's still gonna win, it looks like. Yeah, he's still gonna win. Oh my god. That was insane. I've never seen that happen before. I didn't know that even could happen. My god. Alright. How long? Yeah, like you could also cut something else for admin. Or you get like you get LeBlanc in for Spellsinger. Looks like my enemy jungler. Yeah, you get like LeBlanc in. Get Spellsinger in for Annie. It's like a reasonable buff, especially once you hit Annie 3. Because like you're not gonna get Bruiser in, right? I don't think so. I mean, I guess you go like Vi Leona. Like still, I think these are just 3 Renegades you're playing. Oh. That MF did work. If Talon jumps in front of her before, he has to kill her now. Because if she ults, she's just gonna... Well, he has Ox Force at least, so he's probably fine, right? Yeah. Ox Force is so annoying for MF to deal with. Like, I feel like any Ox Force comp just straight up counters MF. Just because, you know, she's always gonna get stuck on the Ox Force unit, and then, like, GG. What are you gonna do? Alright, if he wants Ionic, he can take it. He could also take a Spat. But obviously that's really greedy. He could also take JG if he wants one of those items. I mean, it's a 5-cost Ionic. Yeah. Ox Force seems like a good counter to the Ace buff this patch. Very true. That's very true. I'm just curious how good this Talon comp actually is. Yeah, so I guess he's gonna end up going Ionic Viego. I mean, once you hit Viego too, it's actually quite good. Like, oh, he is gonna go Ionic Alistar. I called that shit. I don't know if he's trolling or not, though. Not that much damage. He's making a lot of faces. Adding Interscold. Lol adding Interscold and TFT adding Comeback XP Season 14. Oh no. Comeback XP? Every game, open fort, lose streak, get the Comeback XP, hit level 9. Oh, I didn't get to show this, but my birthday's coming up. My friend gave me early birthday present. They 3D printed a river sprite. Isn't this thing so cool? Isn't this sick? I just have it sitting on my desk right now, but it's pretty dope. But yeah, it's very cute. I'm pogged about this. This will bring me good TFT. Speaking of good TFT luck, yeah, he's got this fight. They have no damage dealers left. Nice. I mean, he's on a 5 streak since he hit. To be fair, like, I don't know, it wasn't that likely for him to hit Alistar. He just kind of, that was kind of a just hit situation. He really likes all this AD on Talon, though. I mean, like, you know, Talon is like an AP champ. Happy early birthday, my dude. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it's coming up. It's not next week, the week after that. But yeah, maybe turn in 25. I'm officially, I mean, I feel like technically the moment you're older than 23 and a third, you're middle-aged. Like, not middle-aged, but in your mid-20s. So I feel like I've been in my mid-20s, but I don't know. My girlfriend was like, you're really in your mid-20s when you hit 25. Oh my god. Ooh, he lost this fight for sure. Okay, so this is another comp that seems like it's kind of popping off. It's the, I mean, it's Alistar can't kill everything. It's like 4 Ace, Or ace plus is it gonna be a draw? No, okay. Middle-aged. Look, it's got middle in it. You know how I got there. Just got back. Which Alistair Hero Augment is that? It's the one that gives extra mana. It's like 15 mana per sec, and also his ability hits more hexes. You can always tell because the hex under him is green, so that means it's the support augment. To be fair, it's kind of hard to tell with tanks because like what's a support augment? What's a like the Blitzcrank one? The support augment is Hook. The carry augment is the one that gives you a gargoyles. Like, does that make sense? But I don't know. 35 barely play video games. The words middle age give me anxiety. Might be. Ooh, Alistair item? Wow, these suck. I guess you have to just go Viego item, right? Like, you're not building an Alistair item of any of these. Go like JG Viego. Go any item? You go like Morello's or something? No way he's going BT Alistar. I mean, how much damage is Ali doing? I guess maybe it's not terrible. But I feel like it's probably not good. But I mean, it's a Viego one. It doesn't do that much. I mean, he's not going double Ionic. He's not going Gunblade. If anything, it's BT Alistar. He's going Gunblade Alistar? I mean, Gunblade got buffed. But how could... There's no shot. The Gunblade's better than BT Alistar if you want to build one of those items. I don't understand that. I don't know, let's look at Alistar damage dealt at the end of this fight. Like, the only... Like, I feel like the BT shield would be okay here. Maybe that's just me. Okay, he wins regardless. How much damage did Ali do? 2.7k? There's no way it's Gunblade there. Unless he thinks it's always Gunblade over BT. But, like... I don't think that's true either. Over JG Ali? I mean, I don't think JG Ali's that good. Considering how much damage he's dealing. Like, if anything, if you're JGing anyone, I think it's Viego. Okay. It's in Heart Spellslinger here. I feel like Heart is pretty fake in this situation. I don't think it does very much. Like, I would much rather up the Sona, play LeBlanc, but I mean, he doesn't have it, right? He's just playing what he can. So that's fair. Okay. This is Nyla Augment giving CC. So this is just threats, set frontline. So yeah, looks like, at least in Korea, they are loving the set frontline. You play threats with set, you play aces with threat, you play sure shots or with set, everything with set. My god, this Talon damage is not bad though. He took so much damage early, but he has won like 6 out of 7 fights or 7 out of 8 fights or something like that. Needs more 1-star units. How many 1-stars do you have on board? He doesn't even have that many. He has 4 on board. Alright, the Cinder's not bad. Definitely worth cutting Spellslinger. And now she can start throwing in Annies, which will be pretty good. Okay, so do the Annies benefit? Also, why are you knife edging this Syndra and the Soraka? Surely that is not correct, right? Like, I'm fine with this positioning, but just move Cinder to the back line. Unless you're afraid of Cinder getting, like, killed by an enemy Talon. But there's not an enemy Talon. This doesn't make any sense. Like, you're just letting the Cinder die to MF, potentially, right? Where she could be so much more protected. Like, the Cinder died to Mortal. If she was back line, she wouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know. He's trolling on that positioning. That's all good. All right. One-shotting the MF, gaining infinite AD. Talon wins these for Oh my god, he wasted his ult on the ZZ Rot. Oh no, he actually loses these because he ulted the ZZ Rot. Isn't it interesting? No one ever fully understands the best positioning. They just use general trial and error. Yeah, I mean, if the machine learning algorithm played TFT, they would figure out that optimal positioning is actually like something that no one's ever done. Like, probably, yeah. Just trolling for the lulz? Yeah, probably right. Is the patch out? I'm watching Korea right now. It's out in Korea. It depends on your region. I think it's out in Korea and Oceania, but NA, it's coming out tomorrow. EU, it's probably tomorrow, though I guess, I don't know what time it is in EU. Any EU viewers? Any people are in Paris, France, can tell me what time it is there. All right, I mean, he's just rolling for stuff. Is he gonna sell these Annies? Still Syndra. Wow. Really? I don't think Annie 3 is that valuable, and I think Cinder was pretty valuable. That's odd to me. I mean, I know she doesn't do that much. She has no mana gen, so it's not that insane. Who do you have Zizir out to? Annie for sure, right? Yeah. You can attract like Talia autos, which is kind of fun. Okay, Talon's got to get out of here before the Talia ult comes. They're so clumped. Oh, Hacker LeBlanc pulled the Talon away, but it was kind of good for Talon. Does Alistar win these? Like, surely he just kills this here and then ends up beating Echo, I think. 4 AM? Okay. So yeah, probably not out in EU yet, right? My god, this Alistar 3 is actually hard carrying. If he didn't hit this, he would have been bot 4. Okay. He's still looking for that Annie. The Jinx for a second. Oh, Annie plus Urgot? Yeah, you play the Urgot here. Surely you play the Urgot over... Or maybe you don't play it over Annie? No, you play it over Annie here, I'm pretty sure. But maybe he actually thinks that's weaker. No, there's no way. You don't play this Urgot over Annie 2, right? He really thinks Annie 2 stronger than Urgot here? I just like the CC that Urgot provides, but I don't know, like Annie's pretty tanky. You could buy a lot of time from this vein. Maybe it is Annie. Huh. It's a 0 items Annie too, but like theoretically with the Ox Force, might buy a lot of time. Okay, yeah, the big problem here is this Edge of Night, and our Talon doesn't have an Edge of Night. Okay, I think Alistar finishes the job though. Not bad. What time is it for you? It's like almost 10 o'clock. Can AI learn games with software like this, or do they utilize games like chess, simple coding? There's actually like a group of people that are working on an AI that plays TFT, but I don't really know much about it. Like someone made a Reddit post, and then they there's like a Discord server that I joined, and like every once in a while they're like updating on it, but like I don't know, it seems very difficult. I think the idea is that you need like a lot of processing power to make it learn. But yeah, you need like a lot of processing power to make it like actually like the guy who was talking about it was like, yeah, like it learned to like click units, like make 2-star units and put them on the board, which like to be fair, for a computer to learn that from scratch is like kind of sick. But also, you know, yeah, like obviously you need a lot more processing power to get it to the point where it's like doing some next level strat that we're all like, my god. LeBlanc for what? Isn't it just LeBlanc for Soraka here? The spell slinger on Annie 3's gotta be big, right? I think that's a mistake. Like you don't have Heart in. I know Soraka's like a slightly better unit, but not really. Not by that much. The AIs that beat poker were insanely advanced. Yeah, and like poker, you know, poker, like even chess like obviously has infinite complexity, but like a game of chess is compromised of way fewer decisions than a game of TFT, you know? Like just analyzing the shop and thinking about buying every unit, and like the possibility that you can roll at any time and level at any time just makes the number of decisions like so high in TFT that it seems like you would need like an insane amount of computing power to actually get there. Whereas like chess, you know, you have, you know, like X amount of available moves at any time. But it's really not like that many. So yeah. And also TFT, like its popularity in comparison to something like chess, I don't imagine there'll ever be a really advanced TFT AI, but it would be really sick. Oh, Galio2 Pog? Watching you from Costa Rica? Yo, that's sick. Thanks for watching. I love anytime people tell me where they're watching from, or it's some place that I'm like, I've never been there. That's dope. Ah, nice swap. Well, it was actually almost a nice swap. I mean, the idea, yeah, you don't want to get your Alistar Zephyred. I mean, I think... Actually, is he okay? Alistair stays in front of Vayne. I mean, he has no armor. Oh, he's chilling. All right, that guy's dead as hell. All right, top 4 secured. Not bad. Mentioned that LoL and other games are a lot more complex than chess, despite chess being effectively infinitely complex already. No chess enthusiasts acknowledge this, though, in my experience. I mean, like, chess is like, you know, like, more people play. It's like, I don't know. It's like different things. You have to be careful what you're, like, specifying what you're talking about. Because some person's going to be like, well, chess is way harder than TFT. And I'm like, well, I don't know, is it? Or is it just the fact that chess has hundreds of years of theory and stuff, and TFT's been out for 3 years? Like, I don't know. Is there anywhere you can see where your viewers are from? Yeah, I can see on YouTube. It lets me know. Like, I can break down my viewership. I can't, like, look at you specifically and see where you're from, but I can see, like, oh, you know, like, X% of my viewers are from the US, X% are from, like, wherever. It's mostly US. I could pull up my stats, actually. The stigma that gamers are brain dead, which is mostly accurate. Yeah, I mean, you know, you play TFT, you know. Yeah, I go to my analytics and see. I know US is first. I forget, like, what's, like, second and third and all that stuff. I should probably change the title. On YouTube and Twitch. Yeah. Oh, he's putting his hands together. That's how you know an ad's about to come. All right, let's see what the ooh, this guy's in a scary spot. 3 HP. They're playing Foray Samira. This comp seems surprisingly popular. It's like it didn't actually get buffed, right? You know, it's just the way to get there got buffed. All right, I changed title. Okay, but yeah, let me go look at my stats and see where my viewers are from. Because I know it's US #1. Okay, so yeah, looks like this 4 ace comp, if you can get +1 ace, is like actually pretty solid. Analytics, audience. US, Canada, Germany is third, Australia, Brazil. I mean, makes sense, right? Predominantly, mostly English-speaking countries, US, Canada, Australia. Germany in there is kind of interesting. Australia, Brazil, Philippines, UK, Poland, Vietnam, France, Sweden, Singapore, Netherlands. All the way at the bottom, Egypt, Colombia. I mean, they appear. South Korea, Croatia. It's cool, though. That fringe buff MF in general. That's true. Yeah, it's actually a pretty big buff to just MF, probably. Guess I'm never seeing Set again, Lamau. I need to get you famous here in Dubai. I think I'll start with the US, probably. I'll do my best. But, yeah, I mean, I'm down. Biggest head scratcher this patch is Fiddle buff. I agree. Yeah, I don't really understand why, but, you know. Without any direct Lulu nerfs, do you think Lulu Reroll will still be viable? I mean, the direct Lulu nerf is that supers and mascots are nerfed really hard, right? UAE anywhere on the list? Not on this list. So, I mean, it's somewhere. It means less than 1,000 views in my last 28 days came from UAE. I think this is like anything with more than 1,000, looks like. Oh shit! Thank you for the super chat, Silver Princess. Thanks to your videos. This is my first set where I finally hit diamond. Started in set 6.5, was Heartstuck Gold and Heartstuck Class. Let's set. Yo, congrats on the climb. That's awesome. Yeah, the first time hitting diamond. Oh, it feels so good. I mean, the first time hitting any rank, right? The first time you hit gold, plat, diamond, master tier after that, grandmaster, challenger. But that's awesome. Congrats on the climb. I'm happy I could help. Ally buff Phil for people getting baited by ally death scaling. I don't know. Total TFT players in the UAE are probably like 50. It's gotta be more than that, right? But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's the biggest TFT playing region. There should be a way to play 4 hearts or something with Lulu reroll. Not sure though. Yeah, I mean you can get there. You play like Lulu, Lee Sin, Yumi, and then like add in a 4th heart depending. He couldn't check admin yet. What is he doing, by the way? Anyone know? He's just making 10 here because he got a lot of gold, but it's interesting the units that he kept. 2 defenders plus Camille with this opener. I would think more like duelists from this spot. More gold. All these Yumi units, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd be down to see like predatory precision here. Oh, I mean, surely it's golden ticket, right? It's gotta be. Those other 2 are not that good, and golden ticket is really good, especially here. Oh, I'm down to see him play Yumi and go 8th because it's not as good anymore. Oh, he went for the roll. He didn't have the free roll there, right? He just sent it. Gotta check admin here. Gotta check admin here. Oh, he is not down for Yumi at all. He's rolling it to 0, by the way. I don't know what this Bebe guy is doing, man. He's losing LP for fun. Like, he's playing it like it's think fast. Okay, he's just hard forcing this talent comp, huh? But he sold the Camille. Bro, I do not know what this is. Was it like a set game? Okay, so he gets like Wukong 3? No, he doesn't care about that. What was that, man? His goals are beyond your and everyone else's understanding. True. What the fuck is that? He just rolled down all of his gold for nothing. And yeah, I know he's gonna say something like what he's doing makes any sense. But I mean, this is true hyper rolling, right? People talk about like hyper rolling down all your gold at 3-1 at level 4. But like this is real hyper rolling. Why do you roll that hard on 2-1? I don't think this is correct. I was just trying to be an innovator. This seems very like bad, but I've seen some people roll on stage. Okay, the reason to roll in 2-1 here is because you have 75% odds of seeing 1 costs. So he wants to amass a ton of talons and styluses to play this comp. That's the reason. These were 80% free rolls. It's not 80. It was like 50% free rolls. Like he rolled down a decent number of times. But yeah, I mean the reason to roll that hard is because you want to get level 3 rolls. It was interesting. We'll see what happens. I don't think it was good, but I am very curious to see where this game ends up. And like, is he gonna hold GP? Like, surely not. Like the GP and Gallia are just getting sold, and this is his board. He's going to 3-star both really fast now, so he should spike fast. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But he has no gold. Like the question is, would he 3-star them faster if he just econed up here and then rolled at 3-1? I think the answer is yes, but I don't know. You do, I mean, 75% odds to see 1 cost there, which it's only 55% here, but you get so many more rolls, you know? Yeah, surely you make 10 here selling GP Galio. I would have to think so. Or even at this point, Lulu plus Galio, yeah, and you can hold the GP, but I don't know why you hold the GP. I mean, I guess she gives you Duelist with Fiora, or he gives you Duelist with Fiora, but like, I don't see how you're gonna fit supers here. Maybe it's super contested later. That's a possibility. Roll before everything else. GG here, I guess. There's a little spat. That can't be too bad. Ending it on spat. I mean, he has Ox for spat. Okay, just gonna go GG. I tried the Yumi supers with Rel and Nyla. I played a couple times yesterday, and it's nuts once you hit and stabilize. Finally hit Masters yesterday. Paw, congrats on Masters. No, I haven't tried it at all. Because I know, like right now we're just watching people play the new patch because, like, yeah, I want to see what's good on the new patch. And I know that comp Ooh, not bad. Like, I know Yumi got super nerfed, so I didn't really want to put that much time into playing it on the last patch because I'm just focused on next patch, but I mean, it definitely looked really strong. I watched some people play it, and it looked really strong if you get good items for it. And it's also like a nice sort of like alternative. If you are contested Yumi, then you can just push levels and hit potentially faster than the people who roll for like all the mascots and stuff. It's probably like the better version of Yumi now that mascots are so hard nerfed, but still like supers are so hard nerfed and Yumi's so hard nerfed. Oh yeah, the new patch isn't out today on NA. I'm just watching Korea because it's out in Korea. But it'll drop like tomorrow if you're in North America, or if you're in Europe, apparently it's like super early, so probably like eventually in Europe. But yeah, it's gonna drop like tomorrow, for at least for me. That's all I care about. But yeah, like he rolled so deep and he's only got 4 talents. I mean, 6 silences is something. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely do not endorse his play earlier. He's gonna hold the cow. I mean, surely you have to make 20. I'm so surprised he holds this GP so long. I guess the idea is that you're just gonna get so many 3 stars. Yeah, like someone in his chat said the exact thing. If you're playing Oxforce Renegades, wouldn't you need to be level 7 to fit in supers unless you hit Diego? But like, how do you actually play how do you play supers in this comp? Like, I feel like you just don't. 4 hearts with Brawler Threats frontline. Extremely different though. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there will be a hearts comp that exists. I'm sure. There's no way there won't be. Man, I need to get my notification game up for YouTube. I need to add YouTube chat and add like a super chat notification. It's in 5 minutes in Europe? Pog. The super chats look so cool in YouTube. Like legit, the super chats on YouTube look cooler than like donos in Twitch chat or like subs in Twitch chat. But it's like, oh, admin select. Ooh, I did not fully screenshot that, so hopefully it's all good. Also, because I was looking to translate, I didn't. When an ally dies, admins gain 20% damage. I don't know if that's AP or AD. Or when go to 40% HP or gain 100 mana. When an ally dies, they get 20 AP. Did he pick middle? I thought he picked middle, which was gain 20% AD when an ally dies. I'm not sure. But that looked like it said admins gain that, because it says automatic defense system unit. Oh, rank disabled? Oh, coming out soon. Alright, these items are kind of interesting. Oh, that's a good hit, though. Maybe just build Bramble and then go Guardbreaker. Like, how good is Guardbreaker even? Okay, I mean, yeah, hyper rolling now, I think seems pretty reasonable. So I guess the idea is that, like, he can hit... Like, if he can hit here, at all, then it was worth. In some ways. Because, like, this comp spikes so hard on Talon 3 that, like, as long as he can hit here without going to 0 gold, it was worth to roll at stage 2, I guess is the thinking. I don't know if I agree with it. You picked middle? Okay. So yeah, that's... I thought it's admin gain 20 AD on ally death, but maybe it's just your whole team. I don't know, that kind of seems like a lot, doesn't it? That'd be kind of crazy. I guess we'll see. Because you can just see the little buff that they get. Alright, he's also got augment here. It's prismatic first, so it's 1 in 5 chance for being hero here. Dox Force +1? No way it's Ascension. I mean, Axiom isn't bad, I guess. Doesn't get a reroll? You really don't like Ox Force +1? Just like make an Ox Force out of your okay, it goes Axiom. Yeah, Axiom's not too bad. Yeah, you have to send it for Talon 3 here. Really making Malphite? What is this? Maybe he's trying different stuff out. Okay, there's the Talon 3. So yeah, like he managed to hit here. But like, how are you fitting in supers? You have to go level 7 to fit in supers here. Unless you want to cut Ox Force. Seems silly. But yeah, like, it seems really tough to fit in supers into this board. He still doesn't have a Lee Sin either. It's held in GP for? I mean, theoretically supers, right? But like, yeah, it's so far away. Also, shouldn't he just slam, like, Bramble onto Talon? Or onto, not to Talon, but onto, Viego? I mean, not to Viego. Onto Silas? I don't buy this unit, so... I mean, I guess he doesn't have to in this fight. Like, this is an easy win. Oh, I need to watch what happens when an ally dies next time. See if it shows the buff onto, like, his whole team, or just one. I mean, surely it's not 20 AD for the whole team. It's just for admins, which means it's awful. What were the other options? They were all specific admin buffs, though. I guess giving 20% AD to Camille was the best buff. Oh shit, thank you for the resub, Kongs. 5 months. Have a good night, sir. Love the content. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for the resub. 5 months. It's almost half a year. That's crazy. Hit Tal 3 at the usual time? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he didn't hit it any faster. He just has less gold now. Did he save health? Like, maybe a little. Not much. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this this roll at stage 2-1 thing. Okay, so we have an Axiom here instead of +1 Ox Force. Maybe he thinks Axiom's very good in this comp. I mean, theoretically, it's quite strong, right? Talon gets a kill here, gets some... Oh, wait, what? Let's see what happens when this guy dies. Like, it probably just... I didn't see anything appear under Camille. Oh, he doesn't have admin in, Yeah, so I can't even see what the... Okay, I don't think he's going to play admin this game, though. It doesn't seem very good here. I'm wasting my time. But I'm pretty sure it's 20 AD to admins when an ally dies. Mostly lost streak, HP. And HP at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. I can't be convinced that rolling at 2-1 was the correct... Ooh. This is why he never slammed Bramble, so he can get Oxforce spat? So he was forcing Talon Supers this game? What, just to, like, see? I just don't get what Talon Supers is. You went Guard Breaker here, right? Okay. Like, how do you fit? You have to go level 7 to fit Supers in. And at that point, you're not hitting anything else 3-star. So yeah, I don't get this, like, variation of the comp. I feel like it's a lot better to just play around Ox Force. You can tell he said something sus because his entire spat is spamming huh. He probably said something. I'm not even gonna try to replicate what he said because it's like probably so sus that I just, yeah. But yeah, he baits the chat interactions, so that's pretty good. I don't know why you don't slam Bramble. I guess if he doesn't need to, he doesn't need to. Like, I feel like one of the next few fights he might need to slam Bramble. Yeah, like this level 7 player. Like, I know, and they have JG. Like, surely Bramble Slam is so strong here. Does he think he doesn't need it? Or... Axiom Arc did kind of work here. Nice. I mean, wouldn't Bramble allow you to potentially win this fight? At least kill... Okay, I mean... I don't know. It was a 1-unit loss. Doesn't Bramble Vest on a Silas 3 make a pretty big diff? Especially with the JG on Aurelion? I'm curious why he's grading these giants, or these chains. Like, theoretically, he can get spat later. Bramble isn't as good with a frontline comp? What do you mean? I mean, the comp still has... Like, with a comp that, like, Talon Dive's backline, I mean, you still need Silas to buy you a bunch of time, right? And, like, you've got to build frontline items, right? It's not like you're gonna build anything else out of Chain Vest. I guess you could build Edge of Night. But I don't think he rates that item that highly on Talon because he hasn't been building it from what I've seen. You go 6 here and roll for the 4 2-cross units. No reason to stay 5 for GP 3-star. Yeah, I don't think you would stay 5 here. Yeah. But, like, he still can't get supers in. That's the awkward thing. Like, you can't get supers in until 7. That feels awful, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Guys, Blitzcrank 3? Huh? Doesn't generate as much value as if you had 1 to 2 frontline units rather than the whole comp being a wall. where other items generate more value. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure this this Silas is like most of the team's front line. Is this gonna be a draw? Oh, Fior got it. Pog. Like, is Camille really frontlining that much? I don't think so. Roll for everything here. I guess you could cut Ox Force. The problem with cutting Ox Force is that you've cut Ox Force, you know? Which feels incorrect if you're playing around Talon. I mean, Supers is a lot of damage, though. Don't get me wrong. There's a duplicator? Okay. He's got 16 rods, man. These are just death cap. So he's 1 off GP3 now. So he's actually going to roll at 5 here for GP3 and then push 6. Interesting. I mean, he's so close to it, right? Might as well. Okay. He could have cut wait, what? Oh, he's gonna cut Camille for Viego, surely, right? Surely. Okay. Good. Alright. Yeah, I mean, okay. If you hit Viego at 6, this can be your board. Lock it? Really, it's JG Talon. The problem is that he just doesn't have any, like, healing. Unlock it's pretty reasonable, I would say. Or not JG Deathcap Talon, I mean. I guess he'll wait and see his augment. Like, if he gets healing, then it's always just Deathcap. You don't need these Camille's anymore, I don't think. Even if you hit Camille 3, I mean, you can play it on 7, I guess. This Bebe guy. I do not understand his gameplay sometimes, but he does very well. Like, definitely some good stuff in here. I don't know which Viego augment that is. That's the team buff one that seems good. Oh. No, it's the one that gives him AP. Surely you reroll then. Okay, and then that's the team-wide buff one. Or, you know, like the support augment one. What's the Viego support augment do? It's been an entire patch where I haven't played Viego at all. When you fail in routine, it's 15% Omnivamp tripled when 2 or less allies moraine. My god. Okay, so now you can summon the Death Cap. Also, he Nico'd Viego. Make Viego too. Interesting. We should have spectated the 3 8th places. True. Probably infinite learned there. So he's not interested in slamming Death Cap here. I think Death Cap's fine. Because you already have the healing from Viego now. Which is like so good actually. I'm trying 7 Anima Squad right now. Wish me luck. Good luck, good luck. But yeah, isn't it just Death Cap Talon? And then you can build like a Locket or a Bramble or something. I'm also curious about him still holding these Camilles. Like, I guess, like, yeah, highest cap is Camille 3. And then you end up playing just, Alistar. But that means you're cutting, Silas? Because you can't cut Viego anymore. Recon just Turbolos to Talon. Yeah, it is kind of like a counter matchup, huh? Tempo, Nico, true. I mean, it's not bad. I guess it's also like, what else you Nicoing? Man, this is such a weird game. I don't know if I can replicate. I cannot think like Bebe. This man just does some weird shit. Yeah, he's gonna take a loss here, but it won't be that bad of a loss. But yeah, I'm surprised that no Death Cap Slam. Maybe he feels Ionic is too important. Like, he's not gonna build Ionic. Like, the only reason you don't slam Death Cap here is if you think, like, a rod item is really important. I imagine. He's looking at the swords. Gunblade? Or if he really wants to prio Edge of Night, I guess is the other big thing, right? Like if he thinks you can't, but if that's the case, you would just, okay, it looks like he's gonna prio Ionic here. I mean, yeah, MR reduction is really big in comps like this. I can't think when everything is Korean. I mean, as long as you know everything, it's all good. But yeah, if you don't, then it seems difficult. Okay, so yeah, he just wanted Ionic Talon. Okay, yeah, because the problem you can't really Ionic Viego because he's not gonna just follow the Talon. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, he really thinks Ionic is like very core on Talon. I mean, it makes sense. And the MR Shred is a lot. It's like it's definitely stronger than the Death Cap. It's just, you know, took 18 more rounds. I don't have a memory there. Another set player in the lobby. Man, people love this set front line. OMFs. It's the MF carry augment. Wait, there's so many 4-crossed augments? Just because it's the one that just like gives her a wider cast, right? And then like something else? Maybe a little stats? Like the big thing is that her cast is wider. Look at that Talon heal with the Viego augment, man. I can't even look up MF hero augments. Meditate crashes for me. Okay, Bunny Mercenary. Covers a wider cone. When she casts the ability, she gains a 250 HP shield, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just don't really get how you're fitting this Camille. I guess over Silas. It's just so funny to me. I mean, hitting the other stuff 3-star is a pretty big spike. So I can see why he's going for like Malphite 3. It's also like supers are gonna be pretty uncontested this patch, I imagine. Unless like some insane supers comp comes out. Like I think at least for a little while, a lot of people are gonna be like super suck. Because like, I don't know, I feel like they kind of do stuff. But we'll see. Look at this Talon, man. It's fun to watch this guy jump around, isn't it? It's just to see him hop from target to target, it's pretty sick. Is 8 double renegade and go 5? What do you mean? 5 renegade? Looks like he just wants to add the Camille here. Makes sense. And then just roll for Malphite at 7?
Mid-level.
Okay, yeah, he wants to go next level. Interesting. Oh, Nico. He's already hit almost everything. I mean, he's close to Malphite. You just want Viego items here, right? Gunblade, Titans. Okay, not bad. Did you just send it here for Malphite? No, he wants to level here? I mean, surely you're not rolling for Malphite then. He just doesn't care that much about Malphite 3, it seems. Okay. Another Nico easy Viego 3-star? I mean, wait, kind of true with Golden Ticket. Yeah, it's hard to roll for just one unit here. So, just doesn't roll for Malphite. Goes 7 because it's a big spike. You could just roll for 2 Malphites and Nico. Ooh, big Leona. Yo, what is this? Is this Talia with mech frontline? Nobody's ever done that. Everybody's playing mech frontline. To be fair, this guy got kind of wrecked. But also, to be fair, Bebe's board is kind of nutty now. Hey, what's up, Himang? Or Meng? What's up? He shot whenever Bebe lasts for at least 2.2 seconds. I'd be dead. Right, holds on to the set. Maybe to deny. The banner ads on Twitch are so annoying. I prefer them to like the actual ads. So you know what? I'll take it. They're not that annoying. Like if every ad on Twitch was that, I'd be happy. You think threats will be strong in the new patch? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I think, what's her name? Belveth? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone play Belveth yet. But, like, theoretically, the bug fix to her was really big. My god, Talon just one-shot that guy. Is the patch out? It's out on Korea. That's why we're watching Bebe. But it's not out on an A or a U. I think it's just out on Korea and Oceania. So, yeah. Let's roll a little bit here, but not too much. At least he's out of 4th with Vertical Anima Squad. Oh. Yeah, I feel like what I'm seeing, if people play around MF, it's either 4 Ace. It's usually Silas or Set. It's Set frontline with MF, and it's either 4 Ace or just like MF plus random stuff like threats, like MF plus ASOL I saw earlier. But we'll see. We are very in the first few hours of the patch, so stuff will obviously change a lot over the course of it. But yeah, from what I've seen, I haven't seen anyone play around Vertical Anima Squad. It's probably still not strong enough. He was actually doing work. Oh, but he dodged the Zed. Oh my god. Look at this laser core Zed. That's 6 laser core. Interesting. Pink on the pink cat got nerfed? Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. I guess you could go IE He's looking at QSS, it looked like. Or I mean, Edge of Night's not bad either. It doesn't seem like he's a lot of defensive items. I think I would go IE here. Don't really need another Ionic. Looks like he's looking QSS. Yeah, my thought process is you don't really need more defensive items on Viego, but I don't know. Maybe we can watch some fights and see how much this QSS does. I mean, he's just going fast 8, right? And then adding whatever it is. You think that Talia comp is still good? Yeah, I mean, it didn't really get nerfed very hard, so I imagine it's still good. It was actually good as long as you built the items that actually worked on her. Now she should be insane. Yeah, that's what I think. I haven't seen any so far in any of the games on the Korean server that we've watched, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Did he do anything special with positioning? No. He's just putting his renegades on the edge, but like, you know, it's not like these 3-star guys are gonna die. Theo does work. He still died so fast though. I feel like IE would have been nice, or even just Edge of Night. I would have preferred Edge of Night to QSS. But also just, I don't think this QSS item's that good. Yeah, he actually got kind of wrecked here by this 3-star Blitzcrank player. Oh, I'd love to look at their board more actually. Weird as hell. Alright, I'm usually gonna go 8 here. It's not that unrealistic that he hits Viego 3 actually. With lucky or golden ticket. I think it's uncontested. I don't think I saw another Viego player. But yeah. Isn't that the idea? Just go 8. What do you add? You have to play these 2 Ox Force. It's not like you can cut anything for Ally. You could just add Ally as another Ox Force plus mascot. You could add admin, but admin doesn't really do anything here. You guys are just Ally in. I think when your goal is 3 times your HP, you should use your gold. I mean, he's one round from minions, so he just says fuck it. That is probably a good general rule of thumb. But yeah, I think it's actually correct here to not use his gold. Like, it's fine. Even if he loses this fight, like, what's he go down to, 18 or something? 17? Like, it's all good. Because he wants the ability to, like, actually hit. Like, having this much gold means it's actually possible for him to hit 3-star. Oh my god. He's gonna hit it, man. As long as he rolls fast enough. That's why you roll on minions here. Just because, like, okay, I don't know why he's doing this shit where he's holding all these different units, though. Just put in a unit, sell bench. Like, why are you holding this Jax? Why are you holding this Echo? Like, it's gonna slow him down so much. But Bebe loves to do this shit. That's why if you see the, there's like a video on YouTube, it's like Bebe think fast roll down, and he just like buys 15 units, sell 15 units, and it looks so bad. But I mean, it's pretty, and it's like, it's technically optimal if you can do it fast enough. But yeah, it obviously slows you down a lot. You just crack this, take any like Zephyrs, fine. Second Ionic, it's really whatever. You just want to take something so you Okay. He only needs 3 Viegos. God. But yeah, like holding all these units just gonna slow him down so much. Okay, he's very close. He's 1 off, right? And he hit Fiddle too. That's huge. The Fiddle's obviously you buy. But like all these other 4 costs, I mean, he rolled it really quickly. He nailed it. But he still has so many rolls left, man. Is this stupid? See, like, he runs out of time in the round here, but he's still got so much gold left to roll. But if he doesn't hold all these 4 costs, I think it speeds him up. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's troll. If he dies here, it's so bad. But yeah, he can sell. Like, he's got at least 4 rolls, which, like, obviously you add lucky or golden ticket to that. If he dies here, okay, he lives. He lives. He's chilling. This Fiddlesticks actually did work. Do that because they're worth gold. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it loves doing nonsensical rolling. True. Right. I mean, he can roll this amount though, and it's like he only needs 1. That's so many rolls. Oh, there it is. Nice. Huge. Humongous. All right. Let's see what that Viego 3 does, though. What an interesting game. Started with him rolling it all down at 2-1 to look for this Talon. Ends up, it's completely fine. He still has QSS as opposed to like Edge of Night or IE. Triple defensive item Viego. I called it, but did not expect it. I mean, he just had so much econ. Doesn't does Viego 3 work? He like, I don't know. I thought he like always reset, but it looks like that's not true. Oh no, it's not that he always resets. It's that when he resets, he does 100% of his damage. Like normally it reduces damage by 1%, but he resets into like his same damage. Okay. I mean, the max cap here, Renegade Spat off Carousel, 6 Renegade, and then it's just impossible. Literally cannot lose it. Yeah, I mean, this board's pretty insane. Also, more supers value. Fog. That spot is illegal, to quote Setsuko. Getting Pike PTSD, true. But Pike never did this much, I feel like. Pike did it a few times, then he was like, I'm tired. I mean, to be fair, the set comp should actually be like a pretty good matchup. I don't know why they clumped up their carries. I mean, like, not as if like I really expect them to win this. Like theoretically, like a super tank like set should actually have a good matchup into this because like you might get stuck on the set ulting, you know? Impact double Shojin Pike. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll bring him back sometime. All right, Renegade Spat. Badge. I think JG Fiddle. Morello Fiddle? How much healing are there on the enemy boards? I mean, to be fair, do you really need healing reduction when you're playing this Viego? Doesn't he just one-shot? Like, I mean, he doesn't one-shot everything. The slow one-shot. But yeah, I mean, I think he's all good. Yeah, but I'm curious why that Samir player doesn't spread their board out a little bit more. Like, if you could actually dodge Viego ult, or at least not allow Viego to ult directly onto your 2 carries. Okay, they did spread out. I mean, I think it's pretty unlikely that they win, but it is at least their best position. They also have to be careful that they don't just get one-shot by Talon. That's the other big thing. Okay, so yeah, like, this looks pretty good. MF's, like, really separated from everyone. The problem is, like, they, yeah, like, I don't know. Oh, a lot of damage to the Viego. Oh my god, wait, the MF player actually won. Well, oh my god. He's dead? Top 3. Top 3. I mean, I think he definitely trolled some stuff this game, so a 3rd is pretty reasonable. That's hilarious, though. Okay, I'll definitely tuber that one, though. The comments trap, check my Twitch down below. Anima Squad playable. Did they even have Anima in? Did they have like 2 Anima in or something? That's so funny. Alright, I'm gonna BRB real quick. I'm gonna close my window. That spot was too illegal. I really feel like the supers did not do that much for the board. I don't know. They had a lot of 3 stars, so maybe. Oh, wait. This person rated someone else. I don't even know who this is. Guess we'll just keep watching Bebe. Unless this person's turbo high rank, but I have no clue this person's rank. What their rank is. Let's just watch more Bebe. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying is, yeah, I kind of felt like that Viego would have done a lot better with IE instead of QSS, but all good. Or even Edge of Night, so that, I mean, I guess maybe Edge of Night's kind of redundant with Ox Force. I don't know, dropping aggro is never bad, but I feel like the IE would have been really nice. But I mean, all good. We take a third. Hog. Man, so he's just been hard forcing this, right? It's TTV. A good idea, Mythic Media. He's just been hard forcing this talent stuff, huh? Yeah, basically. Were the Ace Talon? No, they're him trying stuff. He tried a Belbeth game, Belbeth MF. Didn't go very well. He also doesn't have any frontliners. I don't know what the hell this is. He's got 3 Zacs. Last Stand, Drew 2's uplink. Saying this is like a Starground MF game that didn't go very well. This is another MF game. Forgot. And then he found talent, and now he's just playing that every game. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Thanks for watching the stream. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, haven't subscribed, haven't Twitch primed, please do. I'll be right back. Thank you. Oh shit. I gotta go fast. All right, what did I miss? He's playing Talon again. I just get gold opener every time with this comp. He legit has gold again.
Huh? All right. Well, there's JG. I mean, if there's a spot to play it from, isn't this it? Oh. Is that Guardian Spirit or the other one? I guess either way, it's not that good. Okay, reroll. Oh. Oh, this is the one that buffs your entire team's damage, right? That's pretty strong. He doesn't care about the Silas one, it looks like. All good. What is Mythic in Hearthstone? Wait. I think I mean Legend, if you're reading my description. Did I say Mythic? I was Mythic in Magic Arena, which is like Legend in Hearthstone. Making 30 on 2-1. No way I throw this, right? Either that or you just die. But yeah. Yeah, the reroll is pretty... I mean, it didn't... Yeah, it saved him in that he can hard force this comp. True. I mean, this seems like actually a really good spot to play it. Went away for a bit, got back and saw your chair. Just like, wait, I was watching Sochu, bruh. I mean, yeah, like he's making Econ. He has JG as his only item slam, and he has a Camille augment. Like, yeah, his spot last game seemed kind of sus. Oh my god, and he naturaled another one of each. I mean, I know like he's not like doesn't have infinite talents. I wonder at one point he starts getting contested because like no one's contesting him so far. I mean, I'd be down to watch someone else, because if he's just gonna play this damn talent comp every game, I think I get the gist of it. Maybe Fairy's tried some other stuff up. Like, I don't know, I'd like to see an Oceanic player go live. I could watch Keen. What rank is Keen? Guess we'll see in a sec. I don't know if I can watch another Talon Hard Force. Just, I think that might melt my brain. $262 LP. He's GM on Os? Ian, what are you doing? Ah, fuck it, let's just watch Bebe. Damn it. I didn't get to see what that was. That was 350 something. Love watching Keen. I haven't watched very much of him. That's probably like 350 heal, right? I guess we can see what happens. Let's see. Is it on unit death? No. Is it on kill? Your units heal 350 maybe? Well, he's never going to kill a unit, so I guess we're not going to find out. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's on kill units, heal 350. It sounds like he's trolling right now. Yeah, I haven't watched him too much. It also could just be like a Smurf account. I'm not sure. I don't know. I, like, barely watch any Keen, so I don't know if he's consistently, like, high ranked or not. Obviously, he's, like, good at games, and I think he has been high elo in the past. But yeah, who knows? You know, they're, like, freaking, like, Milk right now is like killing this set, so you know, like he goes another Rod here, right? 3-cost Rod if he wants to get Ionic or Gun. I mean, you can use infinite rods in this comp. PG Ionic Gunblade. But yeah, like I don't know, yeah, Rod seems infinitely good. This admin seems awesome. Pretty sure he gets challenger most TFT sets. I think he was challenger in an OC during 7.5, if I remember wrong. Okay, yeah. I mean, I imagine that he
his challenger, because he does TFT full time, right? I go on his YouTube channel, it's all TFT, so he's just like a TFT player, right? But yeah, I imagine he has challenger. Maybe he took a break, or maybe he's playing on Smurf. I don't know. But also, like, I don't know. To be fair, I haven't played on OCE, but I'm pretty sure OC is like significantly weaker than NA. Like GM OCE is like master tier NA, but I don't know. I should actually like play on OC sometime to see, because there's some really good OC players, but I feel like the average population, like the average player is weaker just because there's a smaller population. I could be wrong though. If I ever like hit like a ranked goal in NA and can just like peepo sit for rank, then I'm so down to play on OCE. The problem is I never hit my ranked goal in NA. I just have to keep playing. I also just don't play enough, right? Like, it's the last day of the patch. I'm not playing that freaking patch. I'm VOD reviewing Bebe one-tricking Talon, you know? You find LoL pros closed-minded in general, leading to underdeveloped item metas. League pros? I don't know. I don't play League. I mean, I used to. Did I feel like that was the case then? I was never like high enough of a League player, I feel like, to even get into developed item metas. I mean, I definitely feel like if you look at a lot of analyst content, like I used to watch a bunch of like LS's content, it did seem that a lot of League of Legends professionals built very strange items that weren't very good. So if that's what you mean, then like, yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing to say, that like itemization in professional League of Legends feels kind of strange, because it seems like a pretty easy thing to optimize, but it feels pretty like suboptimal based on what other people. But like, of course, like I don't really know. Like I capped out at Master in League, so just to say. It tips on rank push. I'm currently plat 4. Whenever I try to play it, I just don't hit. Like if items for one comp, I'll just get a good start for it. Never in hell get that unit or augments. I think it's important. I think if you're below master tier, it's really nice to focus on just like 1 or 2 comps and learn them really well. But like what you're saying about like sometimes you just don't hit is just how TFT is. And the way to mitigate that is to play more flexibly and be able to play more comps. But that's like harder. You know, like if you are able to play Jax and Duelists and like Talia and like Yumi and like Recon Reroll, like chances are you're high roll one of them, you know? So yeah, keep getting highly contested on units and items that I just lose. So if you can guide a bit, yeah, I mean, I tend to just not like playing contested. So like, you know, if there's 2 people in your lobby playing Jax, 2 people playing Yumi, I just don't play those comps. But like, Ice is a pretty unpopular comp. Like, I think you can play that a lot. But like, obviously, everything's gonna change after this patch. If you want to follow Bebe's advice, then just play Talon every game. Is you know ZZ Rod here, by the way? It seems pretty good. It's like you don't really care for either of those components that much. Is Talia still viable after nerfs? I imagine so. I haven't seen too much Talia in the games I've watched so far. To be fair, every game I'm watching is a Talon game. Oh, this person's contesting Talon. We can see what the contested, an example of it contested looks like. Interesting. Unless they just end up playing Camille. Also asked multiple pros over the years if they would listen to D1 analysis by players who have pros in strategy games, and they have overwhelmingly said no. Surely it's that, right? If they will say they'll listen to any pro, ex-pro challenger and find their opinion of interest, which is crazy. I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty reasonable. Like, some D1, it's like how TFT works, you know, like some like lower elo players will have good opinions, but there's just like a lot of opinions floating around. And so like to have a filter to get that out, like if you ask someone their opinion on something and they're like D1, like, yeah, like I feel like if you're really serious about like creating some change in the League of Legends scene, or like the change that you want to implement you think is really big, then you'll be able to get out of D1, and then you can sort of like prove yourself, you know? I think they just want people to prove themselves, which I think makes sense. You think Camille and Renegade changes affected it much? I hit Diamond only forcing every game, and I'm wondering if it's still gonna be viable. Oh yeah, like still playing Camille reroll, I think it's still fine. Could even potentially be stronger with some of the like the on-kill admin buffs. But yeah, I think it should still be completely fine. Like what were the nerfs? It's just the nerf to start of combat AD, which is like fair. That's like a nerf. But yeah, it should be fine. Did they hit Camille herself? Oh yeah, they nerfed Camille 3. But yeah, I don't think it's that big of a nerf. Rose Challenger don't understand half the game. Some analysts can be brilliant. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I think, though, I mean, there are a lot of analysts that aren't Challenger that people pay attention to. So, you know, like, I think if you consistently do good work, people end up respecting you. But yeah, I mean, that's also just a world that I am not in whatsoever. Yeah, I was never big into the League analyst scene, though. Like, I feel like if I wasn't a TF tier and I was more into League, like, I'd probably be more into like the analysis side than the actual like gameplay side, because I just don't have good hands. But like the analysis, maybe I could do. Talon into MF. She actually almost got 2 ults off though. This person, that was this is re-energized Wukong, right? Yeah. I mean, Baby's like really healthy, 59 HP, 3-3. Considering the comp, the only downside is he doesn't have very many of these little guys. Doesn't have very many Talons. What's he looking for here? He's got the Rod, Gunblade, I guess. There's also a Viego with Rod. But like, okay, so like the more I watch him, oh yeah, there's Ionic as well, duh. The more I watch him, the more awkward this Viego unit seems. Like he's always putting Viego in as just like a 4th Renegade. Because like he ends up rolling down for Camille. Like in this situation, he likes the admin. I mean, I guess you can cut out Silas, but once you hit Silas 3, like you don't really cut Silas. It's such an awkward comp. I mean, I say awkward. Maybe it's just a high skill cap comp. Agreed? Right. Almost Talon 3, or almost Silas 3. Nice, big hit. Well, medium hit. That's actually not that big of a hit. All right. So really likes JG Ionic. JG Ionic plus healing probably. This is BIS. I mean, that's like basically what you would do on Viego. Okay. Well, it's cool to see how he plays this line. And maybe this comp will be really good this patch. I guess we'll see. If it is, then I'm definitely getting the crash course on how to play Talon Reroll. I mean, this spot looks really good for it, right? Both of his augments are insane. His items are perfect. The ZZ Rot's a little sus, but like it's actually not even that bad. I guess actually, do you ever ZZ Rot the Silas to make him die faster so that you can get Renegade proc sooner? Like that doesn't even sound that bad to me. Alright, and I mean he just rolls it down 4-1, right? Hashtag nerf Yumi. I mean they did it. She's in like the garbage can, I feel like. The other thing from watching these Bebe games, I have not seen a single Yumi player. Right? Like I think that comp is not very good anymore. Really healed Anthony. I mean you could hit Talon here, so you should slow roll a bit, but I mean it's pretty unlikely that he hits Talon here. I mean there's no way he's leveling, right? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Alright, Camille too. He doesn't care that much about the Annie. Yeah, because it is a little while. Like, this is just his board. And then I guess he adds Annie, level 6, and level 7 is Allie. The augment's Hextech Retribution. Yeah, the one that gives your team bonus damage. And then more when an ally dies. It doesn't count the ZZ Rot, does it? If it counts the ZZ Rot, then that's insane. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, in the same way that, like, the admin that counts an ally dying doesn't count ZZ Rot. counted Zizirot, then his stuff is like BIS. This is the new patch you're streaming. When is that live? So it's live on Korea right now. That's why I'm watching Bebe right now playing it. It should be live like early morning, most time zones. Like I think it says it goes live like 3 a.m. Pacific time in NA. If you go to Kana, her Twitter account here, I can pull it up. She just tweeted out like a schedule of when it's all gonna go live. So this is it. It's like early morning. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 a.m. Local time everywhere, like 7 a.m. here. But yeah, mostly like 3 or 4 a.m. local time. So early morning and wherever you're at. The cat is my nightmare still from Plat 1 just because of Yumi Super players. Oh wow. Oh, for admin? Oh. Is that gold? Is that 25% gold drop? Oh no, it's gained 25% damage. Oh, okay. 25% AD. I mean, that's not bad. We actually place 4 admin here. Whoach. That's an interesting variation. Huh. I mean, it's a great combo, right? Get a bunch of HP back and do extra damage. You still can't play 6 admin until you need a spat plus another, so yeah, happening. 25% AD. Not bad. I'd be surprised if it counted Caesarats if something else is said counts it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, also, it's when you kill a unit anyway, so I don't know why I said Caesarat. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else, right? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of the Camille augment. I don't. Okay. Oh. No, I mean you can't hit 6 admin, so it's just another featherweights. Yeah. My god. All that attack speed and all the movement speed on a melee unit like Talon? Okay, so this is another version that you can play, which is just 4 admin instead of 4 Ox Force if the admin's good enough. Cute. Haven't got a buff ride? Gonna be interesting? Oh yeah. I'm hyped to see. It's mostly buffed. My game so far in the patch, Stark and Samira look very strong. Interesting. Yeah, I've seen a decent amount of what I've seen so far. It looks like some Samira comps popping off. Like 4 ace if you can hit it. Seems strong. Ooh, look at this recon Aesol. Kind of scary. Oh, they thunk fast into recon Aesol. But move, look at how fast this Talon moves, man. Oh, that was his recon dash? That was pretty good. He just dashed a little bit away, but not like into danger. Oh, I'm so hyped to play recon now that they don't just kill themselves for free. That's gonna be so sick. 4 ace was already strong, according to the data I peeked at. That makes sense. They're saying admin aug and just playing something else instead of Soraka just not worth it. Yeah. So like, you're basically like, if you do that, you're getting +1 unit slot. Would you trade +1 unit slot for the extra, like, how much is it? Attack speed from Featherweights 3 and movement speed? I don't think the answer is ever yes. Like this Featherweights, he could take Featherweights or he could take, because what you're talking about is basically taking, how much? Yeah, 50% attack speed and movement speed. So we could take Featherweights here, or he could basically take, new recruit, like get +1 unit slot. Yeah, I think you'd much prefer the Featherweights. The only reason you would take it is if there's like another unit you really wanted to give the admin to. And like, to be fair, it's not awful on Viego. The problem is it gives AD, which doesn't do great. Like the reason the AD works on Talon is because he hops to backline and then autos a bunch, you know? This person ended up going Camille reroll, so they kind of held hands. They might hold hands top 4. But yeah, like you see how Talon's damage is mixed there? It's like 40% physical. Yeah, like the whole board is like the only unit you really care about right now is Talon and like Silas a little bit and like Camille a little bit. But yeah, like it's so good here. What third item would you put on Talon? GS. I think he tends to go, like, I think healing is, oh my god, the Viego with spat is pretty sick. I think he tends to go healing. I think, yeah, GS is strong. Like, Guard Breaker is pretty decent. But, like, the problem is, like, most backliners don't really shield themselves, so it doesn't matter that much. But, like, just the stats are really good on Talon. Gunblade, I think he's gone as well. I think Gunblade's pretty strong. He said he wanted healing because he had Celestial last game. No healing Aug this game. But his admin heals him, right? This is the first time interacting with any streamer. Just got to know about you yesterday, man. You're sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's very kind words. It's better, right? Fiora? Just because it gets Renegade? I mean, Fiora 2 is definitely not bad. Like, if you... I mean, I guess you could just pop off the Ox Force spat now. Run to Camille. There's no way you're not making Ox Force spat, right? Early. But yeah, I think it's like Gunblade or GS. Or just like AP. Deathcap's probably not even bad. But yeah, I'm surprised he cares that much about a healing item. 'Cause he already gets healing from his admin. Right? He has like basically Thrill of the Hunt 2 for free. Maybe 1. I don't know. It looks like it's healing inconsistent amounts. Like, did it just heal like 5 different amounts there, or am I losing it? It looks like it healed like 250 and then 650. I guess because it's supposed to heal like 600, but like if it heals him to full, then like it's not going to show the overheal amount. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. He obviously like doesn't have any damage components right now. I'm surprised he didn't just make Ox Force spat. Like, what's he doing here? But he's got a lot of components left, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. He only has 9 components so far. So he's meant to get 3 items here minimum. Early numbers for killing unit with this ability, plus maybe a mix of healing reduction items on enemy. That's true, I guess. I don't think he had his healing reduced there. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, okay. Well, this talent comp definitely looks pretty decent. I can say that much from the new patch. I know what video I'm putting out tomorrow. I was gonna do my patch rundown. Wouldn't, you know, I get a lot more clicks? Oh shit! Thank you for the 1,000 bits, Sides. Yumi has run out of... So happy Yumi has run out of lives and gone to heaven. Lamau. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Very kind. Yeah, you and many others. You're in good company among Yumi haters. I feel like there's so many Yumi haters. What other spat would he want besides Ox Force? Maybe Renegade? Oh, that's true. It could be Renegade spat. The Renegade spat's kind of awkward now. This is 4, and then Leona's 5. But he doesn't have Leona's the thing. But yeah, I guess Renegade spat is higher cap. That makes sense. But yeah, if he got Renegade spat... Yeah, okay, so that's the idea, I guess. That he's thinking about potentially going Renegade spat. Yeah, because those are the only 2 that, like, really... I mean, admin spat, I guess, but that just gives him an extra slot. Which isn't bad. He means there's Renegade spat. He made big eyes, like he really wants it. I mean, it is insanely high cap. He's no talent item. You go Titans. Or he could just go nothing. He's gonna go Titans. Okay. I don't love it. Okay, so he's gonna go Renegade spat here. And just try to go, I mean, you'd have to go 9 to fit in everything here, but he could also just cut admin for Leona here, because that'd be an insane spike. He could also just go 9 if he keeps winning, but he's a little bit low. Like, you kind of need to roll for upgrades here now. It's not bad. Asol reduces healing. Oh, did he get Asol ulted in that fight? Maybe that's what it was. I mean, maybe Titans is fine. For admin? That's new. What do you mean? I mean, they didn't add for admin this patch, but yeah, not too many people played it last patch. I guess Titans isn't that bad on this guy. Yeah, I mean, actually, Titans is doing a little work. My god. Okay. Not a bad Talon But yeah, I feel like I would roll a bit here. Maybe he's just trust that his board's strong enough. I mean, to be fair, his augments are insane. Oh! You got admin here for this, surely, right? Oh, wait, you just got Ox Force. Am I dumb? He's got the Fiora. I forgot that he never cut the Fiora. Okay, his board's insane now. Fiora. Because I was thinking about cutting the Fiora Infinite time ago, but okay, he ended up hitting like a way higher cap. Because obviously like 4 Ox Force is pretty good, but I mean 6 Renegade is insane. Alright, this is gonna be a fun patch. Unless this is like the dominant comp and everyone plays it every single game. But like, if this is just a comp that can be played, like, I mean, this comp's pretty fun. This guy gets top 4 again, I will force this comp all damn day as supers aren't nerfed yet. What the Fiora was doing there? Yeah, I totally... God damn it. Because I was thinking about cutting the Fiora earlier, and then I just thought they left it in. I mean, she was a good unit. Until you hit the Leona, it's not bad. I mean, obviously you could cut her for like a Fiddlesticks or something. But until you hit, it's not bad. Oh, he's putting on his... Oh my god, any naturals is 2 stars? Not bad. He's putting on his penguin jacket. Oh. That's how you know the game's over. When he puts on the penguin sweater jacket. Okay, I mean, yeah, this is just his board. And he goes 9 from here. Oh, what? For Windy? For Windy Weather, he cuts the admin that gives them 20% AD on kill. Huh. I'm curious why he... What? Like, he left Soraka in. Even though he could just make Spellslinger. But I guess he just doesn't care that much about the synergy. I mean, it's not a very important synergy. The idea is that, like, Janna can potentially give you, like, more AD and AP. Oh, also, Windy Weather is so valuable on Talon because he uses both stats really well. He's like a hybrid carry. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, he just plays the Janna here. Because to be fair, it is probably going to end up giving more stats. Did you just want some frontline here? Another ZZ-Rot. I mean, all these other items look pretty terrible, so yeah, it's kind of has to be the ZZ-Rot, right? Interesting shot. Yeah, and this rocket should probably be in Windy, right? Yeah. Okay. So this makes sense. You're getting AD and AP from Janna. And it's probably more stats, depending on how quickly you can kill units. Once easier up, he said Hex Fusion works. So it does work? I don't know if that's true. I mean, there's literally no way to test it. I don't believe that's true, but obviously plays the game more than me. But there is literally no way to test it because it's just an increase in your percent damage. So like you wouldn't be able to actually see the increase. But yeah, I feel like they took out all the interactions like that. Like, well, with admin specifically, but maybe not with this one. Where Talon's BIS, it's similar to Viego's. Yeah, it is similar to Viego's. Yeah, you can go some AD items. Like, I mean, he built IE a few games ago, but that's also just because IE JG is, like, sort of interchangeable. But yeah, I mean, I think it's like Ionic JG +1. Can be Gunblade if you need healing. Can be GS if you need to kill, like, frontline as well, potentially. This, like, Titans works fine here. Death Cap is probably fine. Yeah, no stuff. Yeah, I don't imagine that, I don't think ZZ-Rot does work. But, I mean, yeah, there's no way to tell. Nice ZZ-Rot here. Oh, shit. Wait, Talon's gonna jump on Camille, right? Does he win this fight, or doesn't Camille just pop him? Yeah. There's actually... Well, the rest of his team did a lot of work, though. But I feel like this should be a pretty poor matchup for him. Just because Camille can just face tank the Talon. and the hacker always puts her, like, he needs to actually make it so Camille isn't the unit that Talon hops on first, I feel like. I think next patch there'll be less hard rolling 6 and 7, more econ. I have to go fast 8. I'm not sure. Spartrigi and Hodge, yeah, that seems good. Like, the reason why everyone's rolling at 7 is mostly just because of the damage increase. And like that hasn't changed. So I don't like, the only reason why that would be the case is just there's some shift in the meta, like what comps are strong. Like right now 3-cost reroll is pretty strong. And just 3-cost units in general, so you can roll a lot to stabilize at level 6 and level 7. Also like lower cost reroll comps like Yumi. And like Jax is a big one that ended up stabilizing a lot at 6. So it really just sort of depends on what comps are strong. They did buff all the 5 costs, which is a bigger incentive to go 8. It's just like item, yes. Or actually, this is just Soraka item, huh? You're stuck on Viego 1. That's Renegade Soraka. I was thinking with comps like Duelist being slightly nerfed would create less pressure. Yeah, I mean, like, theoretically. Oh, he goes like Gunblade Leo. Okay. I mean, that's very strong as well. Just any healing on Leona, so she can just heal infinite while she's ulting. It's not bad. Did indeed throw it. Rest in peace, Reister. Is 30-1 live already? It's live on Korea. We're watching Bebe on Korea right now. But on NA, it's gonna be live like 3 a.m. It looks like it's gonna be live like early morning most regions times. So yeah, on the 11th. So depends on where you're at. My God, though, this talent unit. I mean, this is like literally the perfect talent setup. So I can't say it's too much talent being OP, but it definitely looks like talent's not bad. Let's play 6 Ox Force. Rest in peace. Dude, go on 6 Renegade like Bebe. Yeah, so Renegade Spat is so good. This is a comp that you could definitely force from like a Spat lobby, or maybe not force, but definitely like angle to play. Oh, Renegade Spat Fiddle. Oh, he's just gonna do it. He's just sending it. He doesn't care about really admin. Oh, that's not even bad. I mean, you already have a Marsha though. It's not great. I'm curious that he's actually playing this Renegade Fiddle. I mean, Renegade Windy Fiddle though. Oh wait, that's actually kind of so nuts. There's no healing reduction. Yeah, shouldn't be the ASOL over this. He looks like he's, yeah, it's gotta be the ASOL over this. Anybody has a Twitch Prime sub they're not using? Even if you're on YouTube, if you have a Twitch Prime, pop on over and use it. Greatly appreciate it. Man, this Fiddle is gonna pop, isn't it? The question is like, is this Fiddle ever gonna ult? Like, isn't he just gonna win a lot of fights without him? Oh, the Leona ult there is... Okay. Look at this Fiddle scaling, man. Scaling up with Windy. Whole team's dead. Go off, Fiddle. He did like 5 damage. Would have just been better to frontline him. Actually did like nothing. What would be ideal comp setup for Bel'Veth and MF duo carry? Just any generic tanks on frontline? What I've seen is so far this patch is 1 at 6 Renegade? He's playing 6 Renegade. Has any patch, does it feel better or not? I don't know. I haven't seen too much of it so far. We've just been watching Bebe Hard Force Talon reroll. But I mean, it definitely looks like a lot changed. Oh, he took out 6 Renegade that fight? Okay, but he put it back in, huh? I don't know why. I guess that was a mistake then, if he took out 6 Renegade, because I don't see why you would ever take it out here. Maybe just for fun to lose. Oh, it bugged? Oh. Yeah, it probably just bugged then. But yeah, I've seen people do like, when they're playing MF, go set frontline. I've seen a lot of love for set frontline so far, but I don't know if that's just like first patch, people are trying it out, or it's actually, oh, another Renegade spat? He's just ecstatic? Edge. I mean, like, I get it. There's not that much stuff that you could get in, but you could like, okay, whatever. Oh, he just wanted Fiddle too. Yeah, this comp looks really fun to play. I'm definitely down to play this day one. Yeah, sometimes just the synergies bug out, spats and stuff. So you just have to take it out and put it back in. That's what he did there, and it fixed it. TFT's it. Oh, oh, quick swaps. That was almost a Sub-Zero fake swap. Move it back and then move it back to the exact spot that it was in. Pog. He's getting kind of wrecked. Unless this fiddle. Oh my god. The Renegade fiddle actually kind of did work. Oh, he's dead. It's a second. This is a super entertaining game, though. Absolute tuber. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Check my Twitch down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, all right. Well, this is fun. I think I'm gonna hop off though. Like solid, almost 4-hour stream. I know Bebe's been streaming for 14 hours, but look, I'm not Bebe. Look, if I get to 3,400 viewers, maybe I'll stream for 14 hours. But it's getting kind of late my time, so I think I'm gonna hop off. Thanks everybody who watched the stream today. If you haven't follow button yet, or subbed, please do. You know this strange question, where do you buy the collared shirts from? I'm trying to cop some drip. I like Bonobos. That's where a lot of mine are from. Bonobos has some really good like shirts. I think they're under casual shirts maybe. Like they just have such cool designs. Like I have a lot of their yeah, like the short sleeve shirts with designs on them and stuff. And you can find them on sale for not like cheap, but like cheaper than this. But you know, they have a lot of cool, oh, it's got this kind of stuff on it. But yeah, I like Bonobos a lot. Because I like a lot of their designs. They have a lot of cool floral stuff that I like a lot. And they have some really nice long sleeve stuff and nice pants as well. Yeah, it's a pretty humorous name. But yeah, and when they have good sales, it's usually like 30 or 40% off, maybe more. But I don't think they have a sale running right now. But yeah. All right, I'll hop off. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, please do. If you have a Twitch Prime, use it. If you haven't subbed on YouTube, do it. Go check all my links down below. My Discord, my Metafy for coaching, all that kind of stuff. Mac Weldon? I haven't seen that. I can only think of people like I'm a cutie pie calling boosted bonobos. Yeah, it's a yeah. I also think of that every time. Oh shit, Edge. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna hop off. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna be live tomorrow playing the new patch. Maybe VOD reviewing some of the new patch as well. Oh, we could also. I was gonna check Meta TFT and see if they had any. But I mean, it's 6,000 comps analyzed. Yeah, so like every game forced 3-star Wukong here. So I'm curious to see what the data looks like as well. Same time, it'll probably be a little bit earlier until like around now. So a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow because I went to the gym today, so tomorrow will be my rest day. So yeah, same-ish time, but start a little bit earlier. But yeah, thanks.